And the young students square off next. Historic Foxboro, Massachusetts. Home of the National Football League, New England Patriots. And every game this year they have sold out at Foxboro Stadium. And Fox Television Sports welcomes you to New England for today's game between the first place Minnesota Vikings at 7-2 against the 3-6 New England Patriots. And hi again, everyone. Kevin Harlan alongside Jerry Glanville. Last week, a come-from-behind win for the Minnesota Vikings. They say it may have been a defining moment when they take a look at this season. What they hope is a Super Bowl season. How realistic is that?
I think they have reality for the Super Bowl. They have the players. They have the talent. They have an excellent coaching staff. And what we found, talking to this team, they have a different attitude than most teams. And now it's time to quit talking about it. It's time to beat the teams you're supposed to beat. Line up and get it done.
Well, they are favored to beat the New England Patriots today. A team, Jerry, that comes in 3-6. They've lost 4 consecutive games. What is your read on New England?
What's happened to New England, they've lost a lot of close games, games that went right down to the last play. These types of losses kill you. I think really their confidence is real fragile right now. They need something good to happen. They need Bledsoe to have a big day so they can come back and believe in themselves.
And Anthony Parker will not be starting at a cornerback today for the Minnesota Vikings. That is a key for New England. Coming up next, it's the Patriots and the Vikings. Now this from your local station.
You're watching Fox NFL Sunday.
And welcome back to Foxboro Stadium in Foxboro, Massachusetts. With Jerry Glanville, Kevin Harlan, the Minnesota Vikings have won the toss. They've elected to receive, and here is a rookie kicker, Pat O'Neill, going back to Cadre Ismail, who grabbed the winning touchdown last week against the New Orleans Saints with 5 seconds remaining. They have not had a returner like Ismail since 1985 and Buster Rhymes, so he definitely has improved this facet of the Minnesota Vikings. And the rookie O'Neill, Bill Parcells told us he has never had a rookie kicker as a punter or as a kickoff specialist. He is dealing with one this year. The weather is great, crisp, but fall-like here in New England. The wind will be at the back of the Patriots. And that wind has already had an effect because it's blown the ball off the tee.
Once again, we should probably talk about the crowd, Kevin. Another total sellout. Something they weren't doing just a few years ago.
Well, they've got new ownership now, Jerry, with Bob Kraft, and he has taken this entire franchise and the coach Parcells, of course. Bledsoe drafted last year, and the foundation is there.
And the difference, I think, with their owner, Robert Kraft, he not only cares about this football team, he's a guy that cares about Boston and this community.
Ismail deep back for Pat O'Neill. And we are underway. Ismail from the 1.
Oh, what a hit. Big time hit in there, Kevin.
Tackle was made by Corwin Brown. Warren Moon, one of 8 new starters for the Minnesota Vikings, came in an April trade, 10 years in Houston. He is getting better and better. The NFC Player of the Week. On the line, Stussy is probably the best rookie lineman in the league. McDaniel the best guard. The right side today with Daphne and Hinton a key. Christie is in the center. Allen is the comeback player of the year in the NFL. Carter leads the league in catches with Reed, Jordan, and Cooper. And it's first down and 10. And Terry Allen to the 25. Tackle made by Mike Jones. Now the New England defense, which is ranked 25th in the National Football League. The defensive line, the smallest in the NFL. And they have started every game this year. Jones, Goad, and Mike Pitts, the former Eagle. In the linebacking corps, Slade has been held without a sack for 5 games. Collins Brown has been playing well, and McGinnis gets his 2nd consecutive start as a rookie. Hurst, Guyton, Harlan Barnett, and Rod Smith, who is from Roseville, Minnesota, makes the start for New England today. Todd Collins is the player down for the New England Patriots. And upcoming will be a 2nd down and 5 for the Minnesota Vikings. Collins is an important player on this team. Made his first start this season as a professional.
You can see him rolling over, hitting the ground, landing on his back. Really wasn't at the point of contact with the ball carrier. But the Minnesota Vikings, you'll watch today when they have the 2 tight ends on the line and the 2 wideouts to each side. They're a balanced offensive formation. You'll see then that the New England Patriots will respond with a 2 deep, a cover 2. So that'll become the running formation. You saw that right out of the box the first play. There's Coach Bill Parcells. Thinks his team has regressed a little bit, thinks they've lost a little bit of their good feeling about each other, a little bit of confidence. I hate to see that. There goes Collins. He's not moving that right knee at all.
That is not a good sign. Todd Collins, a 3rd-year player from Carson Newman, and replacing him will be the final player selected in the past draft. Marty Moore is out of Kentucky. Well, now for the Minnesota Vikings today, Jerry, we'll try to get an update on Collins. The Vikings with 3 touchdown passes last week from Warren Moon. How do they attack the New England defense?
What they want to do is run the football, but what you'll see, they don't want to throw the ball like they did last week. They want to run it this week, but they'll have to get to a trips. They'll have to get 3 wide receivers to one side to throw it, and they'll be balanced like they were on the last play to run it. When you go trips, they'll go with a 1 deep safety. When they go balanced, New England will respond with a 2 deep safety, easier to run against.
Well, now Warren Moon faces 2nd down and 5, and he does indeed have the 3 wide receivers out there with Allen, the lone running back, from the Minnesota 25. And the handoff to Terry Allen. And he spins his way to the 27-yard line with a gain of 2, and the nose tackle, Tim Goad, is there at the stop.
Tim Goad's an unbelievable nose tackle. This guy, everybody thinks is too small to play, but he plays aggressive against the run. He plays almost offsides and has quick hands. Now, he'll come out in pass downs. We're in a pass down now, and they'll bring in different people for the nickel. But he's the guy that has to stop the run today.
And the Vikings bringing different people on their offense with a 3rd down and 2. Amp Lee, who caught 7 passes a week ago, including a touchdown pass, comes in, and the Vikings have it with a 3rd down at their own 27-yard line. 82 is Ismail. And Moon to put it up. And he's got a 1st down. On to the 35-yard line. Jake Reed the catch. Gain of 7 on the play and a 1st down for the Minnesota Vikings.
They sent motion back in. They got a whole bunch of people in a small area, all in a covey. And New England responded playing zone, thought everything was going to break there, but the receiver actually came from the other side of the formation, came all the way across.
Todd Collins, hurt on the game's first play, is being looked at. Vikings have it. 1st down and 10 yards to go at their own 35-yard line. And Terry Allen, when he tried to escape, he could not. Wrapped around the ankle by Vincent Brown, the leading tackler for the New England Patriots.
Vincent Brown's been here for a while, been an excellent player. Nicknamed the Undertaker. Terry Allen today trying to run the football. Again, they'll try to run out of the balance set.
Collins, they tell us, out for the game with the right knee. And hopefully sometime as the game progresses, we'll be able to update his situation. Up to lose the starting linebacker.
And you get hurt on grass on the first play when you're not involved with the carry. That's a tough one.
2nd down and 9 from Warren Moon from his 36. To the hands of Allen. Almost caught by Carter and incomplete.
When you're playing zone, you have a chance to pick off a deflection in a tip. The zone defense will help on that. Now we got 3rd and 10. Be interesting now whether they pressure the quarterback or set off and play the zone.
Warren Moon last week had a career high of 57 attempts. I thought the interesting comment came from the wide receiver Chris Carter, who hit about 12 times last week. He said, Moon makes plays. End of story. That's all you need to know.
End of interview.
Yes.
That's it.
6 defensive backs by the Patriots. Lee is in the backfield. It is 3rd and 9 for Moon in the Minnesota offense. He's got to get to the 45, and he's got the 1st down. Warren Moon to the 48-yard line, a pickup of 12, the second first down on the drive by the Minnesota Vikings.
Why could the quarterback run like that? It was a man-to-man with 2 free safeties. Watch, these people are all man-to-man. They're going to turn their back. These people are free, but nobody can see the quarterback run and escape. Watch the corners. Their back's there. Everybody's man-to-man. No place to throw it, but there's nobody left to stop the quarterback from running. That was a 22-man nickel coverage.
And that was a 12-yard carry by Moon, which is his longest of the season. 3 receivers now, first down and 10 for the Minnesota Vikings at their own 48-yard line. And Moon to go right to work again. And he's got Chris Carter, the NFL's leading receiver. And he picks up 10 down to the Patriot 42-yard line before he's wrestled out of bounds by Maurice Hurst.
A deep zone drop. Everybody for New England dropped off, so they're just taking the underneath, throw the short pass, and Carter can run after the catch. He can make yardage after he catches the ball. That's what they're doing, Kevin.
On a pace, Jerry, to catch 128 passes. Speaking of Chris Carter.
He's way ahead of anybody else that's ever done that in pro football at this time.
Sterling Sharp, of course, last season with 112 catches. And a first down is signaled by our referee today, Jerry Markbright, here in Foxboro. Chris Carter. He showed us his wrist last night. Jerry's got a broken bone, he says.
I think it's a navicular. If he wasn't a wide receiver, they would have that so it wouldn't bend. He says it hurts if he falls on the ground or when he blocks, but he's got a broken bone in the top of the wrist. I'm not the doctor, but that's usually a navicular when that happens. Here's a shift where they're changing the strength of the slot.
And on the game-opening drive by the Minnesota Vikings, down to the Patriot 42. And here's Terry Allen. Head for about 2 yards. Chris Slade, second leading tackler, with the stop.
Chris Slade was the linebacker to the open side. You'll see him right here. His job's to come right off the tackle's butt and get a hold of the running back. Nobody blocking on him, and a good whack, a good hit. Here he is again. Run down the line, squeeze it. Try to get your head in front. His head was behind. Try to get your head in front and hit the man heavy.
Ninth play of the Minnesota drive. Second down and 8. And they're just inside the New England 40-yard line. 82 is Ismail. And Moon to throw it. For Reed. And caught at the 2-yard line. What a reception by Jake Reed. Pickup of 38 yards on the play.
There wasn't much room in that. That was close. Had pretty good coverage. The ball just got stuck in there. Here's Warren throwing. Watch the coverage. The man's trailing a little bit. He's fighting for his life. Fell down. Made the catch.
Into the sun and backpedaling on the play with the defender draped all over him.
Rod Smith knew he was in trouble. When you get beat, you just play the ball. Forget about everything else. Try to swat it out of there. Before Rod was falling down trying to make a play.
They now put the guard McDaniel in the backfield to Allen in for the touchdown. The Minnesota Vikings score first. They have not lost a game this season when they have scored first, and they go up 6-0 on New England.
Good job by Terry Allen, up and over, jumped over the top of everybody trying to make the play. That long pass, I think, by Rod Smith knocked New England, knocked their psyche off a little bit. Watch Terry come up and over. Actually, New England's winning at the line. Nice jump. He jumped 4 or 5 yards behind the line and got over the top.
That's the first time in 30 games that the Minnesota Vikings have had a touchdown on the opening drive. But when they have scored in the first quarter, they are unbeaten this season. Juan Reves on the Saxon hold. Terry Allen, who could be the comeback player of the year in the NFL, from 2 yards away. The Vikings 7. The New England Patriots nothing. The peacefulness of New England. Vikings anything but peaceful on that drive. Marching downfield 10 plays, 80 yards, 5:11 on the clock. And a 7-0 lead over the New England Patriots. Juan Reves will be kicking off. 10 plays, eating up a lot of time in that clock. Crittenden and Leroy Thompson be back for New England. And it is got, I think, by John Burke, a backup tight end indeed. There was enough back on the play. Let's watch the touchdown, rather the deep throw to Jake Reed.
You can see Rod Smith is struggling. He's falling. He's just trying to get a hold of anything right now. And just a fantastic catch by Jake Reed. Jake Reed had that right eye problem. and had to do rehabilitation to get peripheral vision. That helped him in that catch, bringing that right eye back to where it's supposed to be.
He had a blind spot that he had to wear a patch over his eye. Began goes back to March. Here's Drew Bledsoe now with the first down and 10 yards to go, and he's just inside his own 25. And the call to Marion Butts. And Marion Butts a first down. A former San Diego Charger, Butts with a gain of 15 on the play. Big block by Sam Gash. He got the handoff from 22-year-old Drew Bledsoe. He leads the NFL in passing attempts and completions and yards, but also in interceptions. Protected by an offensive line that's been porous. Armstrong, the former Giant, Cratch, Arthur in the middle, Rucci along with Pat Harlow. And the tight end, Ben Coates, on a pace right now to break all records. Timpson, Frisbee back today. Gash and Butts just had the 15-yard carry for New England. Trying to establish that running game. They got it first down and 10 near their 40. Gash is number 33. Bledsoe looking for Coates. Incomplete on the play. Coverage by McDaniel, and there's a flag thrown. Coates was fooled with, and that should be against Minnesota.
I think having Frisbee back will allow the quarterback to feel better. He's been playing with some other people that aren't regulars, and I think this is going to help the quarterback have a better day.
Last week, Dennis Green, the coach of the Vikings, and his team went through 11 penalties for 90 yards.
We have 2 fouls on the play. Personal foul, illegal chop block on number 44, offense. We have pass interference, number 28, defense, penalties offset, first down.
Well, for the Minnesota Vikings, there is no 28. I think he's looking at 58. It was Ed McDaniel, the linebacker.
The defensive interference was number 20.
That'd be Dwayne Washington, the penalty would be on.
It is still first down and 10 with the line of scrimmage. The Patriots
Vikings were all over the play.
That was really a dangerous throw. It looked like he had 3 people on him before he put the ball in there.
28, by the way, was Ahmad Rashad. He is not here today, but nonetheless, he won that one. And a first down pitch out, and it goes to Butts, who gained 86 yards on the ground last week in Cleveland. John Randall makes the stop. And the Minnesota defense, John Randall, who made the tackle, has a chance to become the first interior lineman to lead NFL players in sacks. Second right now with Harris. Thomas, a great one, and Barker's on the other side. Linebackers, good, strong, as good a crew as you'll find with Jenkins, Del Rio, and Ed McDaniel. 2 rookie cornerbacks today. Parker is out. In his place, Malik Boyd. Washington may be the defensive rookie of the year with Glenn, the quarterback, and Todd Scott back from injury. Second down and 10 for New England. Down 7-0. Bledsoe. And it's dropped by Vincent Frisbee, who has missed the last couple games with a hamstring. Coverage applied by the man we just talked about, the rookie free agent Malik Boyd.
That's what throws your quarterback off. When you have a good throw and you drop the ball, and what happened that time is the Vikings faked a blitz, which caused the fullback to run right in front of the quarterback. It really wasn't a blitz, but the quarterback had to get away from the fullback to make the throw.
Now Bledsoe facing third down and 10. Now the play will go for naught. The man who actually made the sack was Roy Barker. But he was also the man offsides.
A good job by Bledsoe. We could hear his cadence up here. He gave a real hard 2. By a hard, extra loud. He went hut, and then when he came to 2, he hollered the hut and brought the man offside.
Number 92, defense, 5-yard penalty, third down.
Good change in his voice. He brought him off with that real hard. Listen to it now. Listen. Here we go.
A cadence can do a lot of things, and a quarterback like Bledsoe, as young as he is, seems to have mastered maybe some of the tendencies.
Well, that was a good hard 2. He'd say in the huddle when he was calling that play, the play's on 3. I'm coming with a hard 2. Don't you jump.
Bledsoe with a 3rd and 5. And dropped by Ray Crittenden. Second drop pass. Brian Davis on the coverage in the Minnesota secondary.
Good job by the quarterback. He's on the money. He sees it. Good throw.
Right there.
A little bit behind him. You got to make that catch in the National Football League.
So a punt coming up from Pat O'Neill near the middle of the pack in the AFC in terms of punters going. And here's David Palmer, who has been inactive the last couple games because of a left toe injury. But in the words of Dennis Green, this guy may have the biggest second half of the season of anyone on our team. And Palmer from the 12. David Palmer, the rookie, and he is out to the 22. Pretty good return on the play of 10 yards on the punt of 43. Terry Ray makes the stop for the New England Patriots. Another possession coming up for Warren Moon. He let him downfield last time. 7-0 Minnesota. Minnesota Vikings have a 2-game lead in the NFC Central. They're 7-2 and in first place today. After this game, except first down and 10 for the Minnesota Vikings at their 22-yard line. Moon with the blitz coming on. He's got the tight end, Andrew Jordan, the 6th-round pick, lumbers out to the 46. And a gain of 24 on the play. Guyton hauls him down. Andrew Jordan, he has surprised people. Middle-round pick, and he has started on more than half of the downs this year.
The blitz will come from your left side. Here they come. Man's real late, coming late, too late. And looks like a bust. Nobody went out to cover from where the corner came from.
First down and 10. Double tight ends again with Allen in the backfield for Warren Moon. And this is Terry Allen. And tackled by the New England Patriots. Hit by Tim Goad first, and then his buddies helped him out. The New England defense now, Jerry, down 7-0, I would assume, has got to really come up.
Here's your balanced formation. When there's a balanced formation, it's cover 2. They're going to play a 7-man front. They're going to run against the 7-man front. But New England does a good job. Safety comes up quickly. And good swarming, good chasing by the Patriots. But again, the balance set forces New England back to cover 2.
Second down and 8. Blitz again? No, go back off. Moon. A little bit wide, looking for Kadri Ismail, and the coverage by Maurice Hurst.
The chess match that's going on with Dennis Green. Dennis Green, what a great coaching job he does for the Vikings. He's getting in that slot formation to throw the ball because that knocks New England out of the cover 2. Dennis Green knows how he can control the defensive alignment that he's seeing. That's what's going on today, this early in the chess match.
Looking to take the Vikings to a 3rd consecutive playoff in his first 3 years. Only 5 other coaches have done that. Now Warren Moon, 3rd down and 8 yards to go. He needs to get to the 43, and he got the first down. Amp Lee, the former San Francisco 49er, moves the chains again for the Minnesota Vikings.
This time the corners, remember, they got beat in the 22-man, so they're walking off. They're all going to play zone. He's going the rotation is this way. Moon reads it and throws the other way. See the safety come down, and it's hard to beat the old Fox. The old quarterback knew where the rotation was coming down.
Terry Allen hit by Ricky Reynolds from the secondary.
Good quick fill. First time they played hard and tough on the run. They got to get it going. With the way the game's going, Kevin, they got to rear up now. New England's got to fight them on this series.
Patriots are 25th against the run in the National Football League. Very inviting, I would assume, for the Vikings.
And the Vikings, before the game started, they told us, Chris Carter, wide receiver, says, we got to be physical. We got to run the football. Not many wide receivers say that, so we're going to run that football today.
Second down, 13 for Warren Moon. Look at the time. The tight end has it. Adrian Cooper. He needs to get to the 32. He's out at the 31. Another Minnesota first down on the pickup of 15.
And a good block downfield. Why the tight end could break and escape to the outside. Chris Carter making the good block. Here's the guy leading the league in catching, has a broken navicular, and watch Carter make a block.
First down yardage for Minnesota.
Looks, no pass. Safety valve, tight end running his way. Get up on him, push him, shove him. Just a little push to get the first down.
The 8th first down today by the Minnesota Vikings. Another long drive engineered by quarterback Warren Moon. 1st and 10. And Terry Allen he spins his way for about 7 yards. Inside the Patriot 25-yard line, the tackle by Vincent Brown.
Minnesota, 2 tight ends on the line, 2 balance. Makes these people stay back and play cover 2, a toss. Watch the corners, got to be the force on the run. Got the Jake on him, got Jake Reed blocking on him. You pick up 7 yards. They're doing it with formation, controlling the secondary coverage.
A lot of balance, too, running pass.
And Dennis Green, nobody realized Dennis Green, he's picking them apart right now.
2nd down and 4. And Allen again, working on the right side. As he picks up a yard to the 23, whacked by Willie McGinnis and Tim Goad. That right side of the line, Jerry, last weekend against the New Orleans Saints, they said developing that right side may be the key for Minnesota later down the road.
Watch Tim go, too. Watch him. Watch his hands. He's almost offside. He reaches, grabs, and holds the center so the backer can come, and he runs and gets over. People think he's too small. He's too big in the heart not to play well.
3rd down and 3 to go for the Minnesota Vikings. Warren Moon, not enough for a 1st down. Big hit made on Cadre Ismail by Ricky Reynolds.
Big time hit. Nice hit on that play and turned it into a 4th down.
The Bays did not kick a field goal last week in the win over the New Orleans Saints. Prior to that, against Tampa Bay, he kicked 5 field goals. And with the wind in his face, this will be right at about 40 yards. And you can see his success from that mark. 40-yard field goal on the Mike Saxon hole, the former Patriot. 10-0 Minnesota. 2:33 remaining in the 1st quarter. And Bill Parcells finds his team down early against the vaunted Minnesota Vikings. 2 long drives by the Minnesota Vikings. The New England Patriots coming in, having lost their last 4. And 10-0 Minnesota. Quad Revades will kick it off. Vikings have had 20 offensive plays so far in the 1st quarter. Crittenden and Thompson deep back. And this is picked up by lineman Steve Diassi, the former New York Giant and the long snapper. And for a 2nd consecutive kickoff, an up man gets it.
He looked
for the
like
New England Patriots.
Bronco Nagurski running that one back. 2 arms on the ball. Looked like he had a little fullback in him.
Played for Dallas, the Giants, and the Jets. And here's Drew Bledsoe, who leads the National Football League in passing. He is slightly ahead of Warren Moon and, of course, Dan Marino, who everybody is comparing Bledsoe to.
What kills the good throwing quarterback is drop pass. When you throw the ball for a living, you cannot drop the ball.
Bledsoe, who's taken the blame for the 4-game losing streak, hands off to Marion Butts. Washington with the tackle. Right now, for McDonald's game break, let's return to James Brown in our Hollywood studio. James, good afternoon.
All right, Kevin, and good afternoon. And it's a good afternoon thus far for Atlanta. A 4-yard touchdown toss to Andre Rison. Remember, he had no catches last week. 17-0 Falcons. Back to Kevin and Jerry Glanville.
Thank you, James. Looks like New Orleans isn't carrying over the momentum they gained last week against the Saints.
Much like New England, when you lose those close ones, a piece of you dies. A little piece of you gets chipped off.
2nd down and 8 for Bledsoe. And he's got his tight end, John Burke, who is a rookie from Virginia Tech. Del Rio and Ed McDaniel haul him down.
Vincey Glenn ended up with the football. Must have came out after the tight end was down. Vincey, he's sort of like the leader of the secondary. He's the guy that gets them lined up, and he's the guy that loves to play football. Loves to hit you. Wants to be more involved. Wants to get closer to the line of scrimmage. He says he's not ready to play till he makes that first great hit.
Bledsoe last week threw 4 interceptions. He leads the league in that category, and the last month has been a disaster. Marion Butts on 3rd and 1. He did not get it. What a stick on the sideline. First by Griffith, then by Vincey Glenn on the freight train known as Marion Butts.
The Minnesota Vikings defense, they can all run. Watch everybody chase. It's a toss sweep with the eye. Here everybody comes.
Vincey Glenn.
Yeah, he's playing like a strong safety sometimes. He's a free safety, but he ends up crowding that line of scrimmage like a strong safety and makes big tackles like a linebacker.
Second punt by Pat O'Neill. And David Palmer will get it at the 4. To the 11. Tackle made by Terry Ray was a 50-yard punt by O'Neill and a return of 7 yards by David Palmer. A field goal and a touchdown run by Terry Allen. It's Minnesota shutting out New England. Vikings have won 4 straight, an early lead on the Patriots.
Palmer hasn't been playing, but he's catching the ball inside the 10-yard line. You don't feel the punt inside the 10. He's inside the 5. He's at the 4, and they whack him at the 11. Let that one go in the end zone and start at the 20.
Here's Warren Moon now. First down and 10 yards to go with Ampley in the backfield. He goes to tight end Adrian Cooper. Whacked by Marty Moore, the rookie. And Cooper works his way out to the 16-yard line. We've seen a lot of balance by the Vikings on the first 2 drives today.
The Vikings have run 10 times and passed 9. They're sort of having their way. Again, credit Dennis Green. He knew what he wanted to get done today. With this score, this is going to allow Dennis Green to run.
That is the end of the first quarter of play for the New England Patriots now. They have gone 9 consecutive quarters without a touchdown. 10-0 Minnesota. Viking defense led by Carlos Jenkins has allowed only 10 first-quarter points all season long. They have shut out New England here today in the first quarter. Second down and 5. First play of the second quarter. Busted play. And Warren Moon burrows his way. Ampley was in the backfield, and busted play for the Minnesota quarterback.
Minnesota is going to try to run the football, and remember what they're making them do. When they're balanced with the one back, they make 7-man front, make it be a cover 2. Now the back went the wrong way, but that's the plan. You can see the balance set is run. When they build the trips, it's pass. Minnesota, Kevin, that first quarter had the ball for 11 minutes.
And the Patriots for just over 4. Here's a third down and 2 with the quarterback, Warren Moon. Caught by Jake Green. First down. The Minnesota Vikings 39-yard line. And he was in on the play by Guyton. Pickup of 20 yards, and Moon was right on the money.
And again, they're getting them out of 2 when they want to throw.
Flag, Jared. 2 of them, in fact, thrown back at the 15-yard line.
Last week, cover 2 really bothered the Vikings early with the Saints, and so they're forcing the team out of cover 2 to make the pass.
Illegal hands to the face. Number 75, offense. Half the distance to the goal. Third down.
75 is Bernard Daphne.
Bernard Daphne. Here's a guy that was cut, turned loose by the Houston Oilers, put out on the streets. Minnesota. Again, what I like about Dennis Green, Kevin, he believes everybody that was good in the past, in college, can play. He believes Daphne can play. So they get a guy for nothing, bring him in. Now he thinks he's a heck of a right guard for him. Dennis Green believes in young players.
Vikings have done, Jerry, probably as much with practice squad players as any team in the National Football League, including 75 Bernard Daphne. With the penalty, third down and 12 for Moon. They're coming after him. A little bit high, looking for Jake Reed. Incomplete pass. Vikings have got a punt for the first time in 3 possessions.
Here's the third down situation. Even though this is the slot, this safety is going to come down. The rotation is this way, which will make Warren throw away from the rotation. Most of the time you rotate into the slot, they're rotating away, and he had a little opening underneath, but it was a high ball. Not a good throw.
Punting will be the former New England Patriot, Mike Saxon, who was too expensive for New England. And here's Troy Brown. Line drive, wobbly kick. This is going to give the Patriots great beginning field position right near midfield. And this is where Drew Bledsoe will excel for New England. He's back, not against the wall. New England might make a charge here. 10-0 Minnesota. All right, first down and 10 yards to go. Bledsoe, best beginning field position today. And down by 10. Look at the time. He was there again for Vincent Brisby. Covered by Malik Boyd. Covering the NFL on this McDonald's Game Break is James Brown. James?
Hey, Kevin, Jerry, take a look at this one. Chicago going for the field goal. Nope, it's a fake. Curtis Conway, a high school quarterback, looking downfield. #1 receiver is covered. He has to let it go. Take a look at Keith Jennings, right place at the right time, just like Jimmy Johnson taught Dave Wanstead. Boy, it worked. Back to you guys.
Just the way they practice that play.
Absolutely. Second down and 10 for Bledsoe. And the carry was by Leroy Thompson, the former Pittsburgh Steeler, and Jack Del Rio, who became a Papa for a 4th time last week, makes the stop.
Got a son this time. Here's Jack Del Rio. Here's Carlos Jenkins. Here's Ed McDaniel. Penetrate with the line. You're talking about 3 linebackers as good as anybody in football. Here they come. I think of Carlos Jenkins as Rambo in a hedge here. And there's Jack Del Rio. The game was over last year. Last week he took off. Nobody got to interview him because his wife was having their 4th baby or 3rd.
Little 4th baby and their first boy. They have 3 girls. And Jack and his wife Linda welcomed little Luke, a 9-pound baby boy, into the family last week. So our congratulations to Jack Del Rio.
And he's out on 3rd and long, where last week he was in on 3rd and long because they're zoning. This tells me they're probably going to play man-to-man and come after him.
3rd down and 2 for the New England Patriots near midfield. Make it 10. 3rd and 10 pass. Bledsoe looks a little off. Michael Timpson was in his sight. Bledsoe has started the game 1 of 5 passing.
Unusual formation in a 3rd down. New England stayed with their 2 backs. Watch the linebackers drop. It is a zone. Everybody's dropped in there. Everybody's looking around. You get your tip balls off a zone. You get your knockouts, which Carlos likes. Carlos likes to try to knock people out in zone coverage.
3 Patriot possessions, 3 New England punts. Palmer is back.
Quick feet, good speed.
Great punt by the Patriots. Out at the 4 by the rookie, Pat O'Neill. Rookie from Syracuse, who made the team because of his kickoff ability. One of the best long kickers in the NFL. 10-0, Minnesota. Rigors of the National Football League. Drew Bledsoe with glasses and without glasses.
I think Drew is frustrated. We talked to him. I think he's pressing. He's so good. He wants to help this team win, and they're struggling right now. They're out of sync a little bit.
1st down and 10. Last 2 starts for the Vikings deep in their own territory. Move. He's got Reed, and he's got a 1st down. Jake Reed to the 36-yard line of Minnesota. Harlan Barnett with the stop gain of 32 on the play.
When you want to beat the coverage, the cover 2, you got to run the burst out. The wide receiver has to go inside and then look like a post and come back out to the sideline. And there he is, Jake Reed, making the play.
They're going to Reed a lot today. 1st down and 10.
Tight hamstring. We're kind of surprised at that.
And this is Terry Allen. Allen struggling to get back to the line of scrimmage. Wayne Sabb makes the stop. Move over, Wayne Gretzky.
Goalie on that thing. Yeah, I think we met him last night at dinner.
I don't know if I'd admit that. 2nd down and 11. Vikings lead 10-0. Blitz is on. Moon throws it away. Boy, they were coming at him from every side. Maurice Hurst was on one side. And they also had Chris Slade on the other.
New England is responding to what was happening in the game. So now the chess match has gone back over to Bill Parcells. There was the balance set that Minnesota they were getting a cover 2, and they came back with the balance set and ran an all-out blitz and flustered the whole play, broke the play down. So the chess match is going both ways, and now they're finding out they're not going to be able to lock them into the defense.
Warren Moon will be 38 years old in 6 days on a pace to shatter the Minnesota single-season passing record. They're blitzing on 3rd and 11. Good time. Padre Ismail. Touchdown, Minnesota Vikings.
They went after the quarterback. They blitzed him. Harlan Barnett came flying up inside. They picked up the block. When you pick up the blitz and you're man-to-man, broke loose. Big play. You can't blame New England for trying to knock them off their rhythm, but sometimes you got to pay for trying to knock them off their rhythm. Well executed by the Vikings, Kevin.
3rd and 11 play, too, and they were blitzing on the play. The New England defense was. That was a 65-yard touchdown reception, a career long for Ismail, who has really had a good couple weeks. Sacks in the hold for Revés. And the Vikings, early in the 2nd quarter, riding a 4-game winning streak, have built up a 17-0 lead over the New England Patriots. Ismail caught the winning touchdown last week with 5 seconds remaining against the New Orleans Saints, and he comes up with a 65-yard touchdown completion of quarterback Warren Moon. Longest of his career. There's Juan Revés with Crittenden and Leroy Thompson waiting back for the Patriots. 17-0 Minnesota. Leroy Thompson to the 30. And back to the touchdown pass by Warren Moon.
On the touchdown, they're blitzing up inside. You'll see 42 try to get inside. Randall McDaniel will hold him and come right off and pick the blitz up. He's got him. Now watch the hook and go. Watch the hook and go. He's going to be in motion, come down, fake a hook, and then take off. And Ricky Reynolds is going to jump. Watch him jump there, hook and go. He's gone. No help. Too much speed. Touchdown.
Turner and butts in the eye. Play action by Bledsoe. Kevin Turner. Knocked out of bounds by Carlos Jenkins.
Kevin Turner didn't start today. Sam Gash did. They got Kevin in that time because he is a good receiver. As a fullback, a lot of people think he's an excellent fullback. He can block, he can catch, he can run. He feels the best thing he does is catch the football as a fullback.
Saw a graphic there with just 28 yards by the New England Patriots. 16 of those yards belong to running back Marion Butts. Bledsoe.
Audible.
2nd down and 5. What did you see, Joe?
He saw the blitz and they came out of it. They faked him out.
Incomplete to Kevin Turner. John Randall, the pressure up the middle.
He had read the blitz and then the safeties checked. You could see the safeties moving around. Vincey Glenn is like a quarterback back there. And when he saw that his mail was read, he turned around and switched it off. Vincey Glenn, very intelligent. He's like having a coach in the secondary.
Last week, Randall and Thomas didn't have the effect. Now with the big lead, it would seem to me that they're really going to dictate this game.
Unfortunately for New England, they're going to have to play in the Minnesota strength.
3rd down and 5 for Bledsoe. Picked off by the rookie Dwayne Washington, who many people feel may be the best defensive rookie in the National Football League. Michael Timpson was in the sights of Bledsoe.
Watch to your left. Be on the left as you're looking at it. Breaking on the football, getting his hand on it. That was close. This time it'll come right at you. Bledsoe's looking at you as the corner. Jump up inside. That's close. Good play. Good drive. You can take chances like that when you're ahead and dominating the game. So that's what's going to happen all day now with Minnesota.
O'Neal the punt to Palmer. David Palmer to the 34. Tackle by Vernon Lewis. A return of 7 yards on the O'Neal punt of 37. Warren Moon threw a touchdown pass. Last time out there, the Patriots, Jerry, 4 possessions, 4 punts. The last 3 possessions, 3 and out. Now time for our Aflac trivia question. And today, what kicker holds the NFL record for field goals in a single game? I told you earlier that Revés kicked 5 the other day against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That is not the record, but it shows you how high it will get. Right now, the hope's not too high for Bill Parcells against that Minnesota defense, which has been very good today. First down and 10. And Terry Allen stood up by Tim Goad. Slade with a helping hand.
Watch our nose tackle. This man here needs to be in our pit crew. Tim Goad. He's circling right here. They're going to come down and double team him. He's holding on the center, got the guard on him, keeps pushing, rolls back for the cutback. Still trying to play.
The Vikings still trying to establish the running game against the number 25 rush defense in the NFL.
You'd love to beat Tim Goal. He eats 6 and sometimes 8 meals a day, Kevin. That's your hero. I know it is.
2nd down and 5. Moon. Incomplete. Flag thrown. They're wrestling with the tight end on the play. But the penalty will be thrown against the Minnesota Vikings.
It's over there by the tackle position. One thing you said earlier, you thought that Dwayne Washington was maybe one of the best
Holding
rookies.
number 62, offense. 10-yard penalty, 2nd down.
And I was going to say maybe the only rookie that's playing as good as he is Todd Stussy on the Vikings on the offensive side.
Absolutely.
What 2 great rookies they've picked up.
73, Todd Stussy. Each and every game, we try to find a player on a team, or even really throughout the year. We've done 10 weeks of NFL football now. The guys that make up Glanville's pit crew, guys that are good players but add a little bit more to the offense.
Got a little attitude. Siragusa, little attitude. Yurkovich. McMichael.
Yeah.
We're trying to see if Gold can fit into our pit crew today.
2nd down and 15 for Warren Moon. Tapped. Incomplete. Looking for Jake Reed. Goad was in the face.
This time, Goad is on the nose tackle trying to occupy the center, but there's going to be a blitz, and he's going to drop. Tie up the center. Now get back with the blitz man coming in the zone. There he is. Tips the ball. You got to love it.
Rarely do you see a defensive lineman, especially a nose tackle like Goad, drop back in pass coverage.
Doing a good job. Loves to play. He used to live next door to his grandparents, so he got to eat 2 breakfasts and 2 dinners. He'd eat at home and then go to their house and eat. He's your hero.
They're down in 15. There's a flag stopping the play. Play is blown dead.
There are flags on the play.
Vikings are trying to put themselves a little bit above the fray.
False start, number 73, offense. Prior to the snap, 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
I can understand why the rookie Todd Stussy has maybe his mind on other things. He flew back to California this week and got engaged on Tuesday on the day off, and then flew back to practice on Wednesday.
Anybody that looks like that and can get engaged should lose a little bit of his mind. This is not a pretty person here.
They're down in 20. Vikings 17 on a touchdown run, a field goal, and a 65-yard touchdown pass to Padre Ismail. Boy, they're getting the pressure on Moon, that time from Willie McGinnis. The 1st-round pick out of USC.
Warren Moon got mad, took a little swing at the guy in there. Now the officials warning the quarterback. One thing they won't do, they will not throw quarterbacks out of games. I promise you that. He could hit anybody he wanted. Good pressure. They're coming after Warren. There's the rookie. Has him around the neck. Throws the ball away. Warren can still escape, can still get away. And he's sort of getting roughed up after the play. Now watch the play here. Warren gets up here and elbows him a little bit.
That might be the defense that sparks the offense for New England.
Well, get the fans back there. The whole town's got to do something to get the fans back on their side. Low punt.
Troy Brown from the 24-yard line. Brown to the 35. Vikings meet him there. Return of 11 yards on the 53-yard punt by Saxon. The tackle made by Ashley Shepard. Willie McGinnis pressuring Moon. Vikings on top. Now for our Aflac trivia question. What kicker holds the NFL record for field goals in a single game? Go back a handful of years. Rich Carlis, the former Bronco, then Minnesota Viking. He kicked 7 against the Rams in the Dome in November of '89.
Without a shoe on.
Without a shoe on,
barefoot. Yes. Put a shoe on that guy. He's out of uniform.
Here come the New England Patriots in a 1st and 10. Bledsoe is not thrown to coach today. until then.
Flag on the play.
Ben Coates' first catch, the leading receiver in the AFC, but Jerry said a flag thrown.
The tight end was in motion. I hope he wasn't moving towards the line of scrimmage.
Illegal shift. You want the penalty?
Yes,
Yes,
Jared,
please.
sure.
Illegal shift. Illegal shift on the offense. 2 men moving at the same time.
Evidently, when the
5-yard
tight end
penalty.
was
First
in
down.
motion, one of the backs were moving with him. Thank you, Jerry. Your wife knows you're here. Here's the pictures on the sideline coming from upstairs, and they're showing people where, here's the blitz, here's where you block, here's what you do. That's the defense going over the offense.
Patriots with no first downs since early in the first quarter. And the defense, led by Henry Thomas, has done a good job. First and 15. Bledsoe. Wide and low to Vincent Frisbee, back from injury today and starting.
That was his first bad pass where the ball didn't go where he wanted to. What happens, you come out, you're young, you're rookie, you're fighting, and you throw the long ball and they call a penalty. They're pressing.
He's 2 of 9.
He's frustrated. The worst thing that can happen to him is that he loses confidence in himself. I still think if you're building a team, you come get this quarterback and you go to work and you build your football. Just don't lose confidence in yourself.
Second down and 15. Ben Coates, first catch today. And spun around at the 35, and the tackle made by Henry Thomas. You know, Bledsoe really, Jerry, should be a senior in college now at Washington State. He's only 22 years old.
22 years old. Here's a tight end, going to back up, try to get something going. If the passes aren't working, do screens. Block, tight end screen. Line come out. Watch this kick out. Bam! Knock him out of there. Trying to get it going. Frustration is setting in, and you press harder. It causes yourself more. Don't lose confidence in yourself if you're this young quarterback.
Patriots haven't converted a third down all day. Michael Timpson, they don't get a first down there. They needed to get to the 45, and he spins to the 42. Jack Del Rio saw to it.
You can't turn people loose. People are coming at the quarterback, untouched by human hands. You can't turn them loose. Get a hat on everybody. Here's your quarterback. That guy's going to come here, and everybody treats him like he's untouchable. Nobody on him. Don't let people run untouched after your quarterback.
Looks like old Ashley Shepard had a piece of Bledsoe as he was back to pass. 5th punt in 5 possessions for the Patriots today. Knee back David Palmer.
Not a good punt.
27-yard punt as O'Neal trots to the other side. Chris Carter has been a great story this entire season. He is on a pace right now to have 128 catches, which would be an NFL record by a ton. I mean, and the record was set last year by Green Bay Sterling Sharp of 112.
After 9 games, he's way out ahead, but he won't catch a lot of passes now. Being ahead 17-0, Minnesota will run.
First down and 10 from the 31. What'd you say the Vikings are going to do?
They're going to keep on running. Now look at that, wide open.
Jake Green dropped it. Moon was right there.
Oh, he was open on that one. Right after I told you they're going to just go run. Woo! That's why I'm here at Fox with my buddy Kevin Harlan.
Moon started playing better, they say, when he's had a great day today. 10 of 17, a great day last week against the New Orleans Saints. But Jerry, when he first got to Minneapolis, he lived in a hotel. He never felt comfortable, never felt like he really belonged anyplace. Then he moved into a townhouse. His family joins him on occasion from Houston. They still live down there, the kids in school. And he feels very comfortable. That probably cannot be said of Drew Bledsoe.
He's calling that hotel right now.
Second down pass. Andre Ismail. Now we're seeing Jake Reed. We're seeing Ismail. We're not seeing much of Chris Carter. Only 1 catch today.
He's spraying that ball, and we're kind of surprised because Jake Reed had a slight hamstring pull. And the coaches told us, Coach Green, that he didn't know how much they would be able to use him, that they'd have to put the ball other places.
Vikings have gotten a touchdown pass at 65 yards to Ismail. They got a field goal from Revez and a 2-yard touchdown run. Right now, Moon facing 3rd down and 2. 2 tight ends. Robert Smith. He's paying on a reconstructed knee. Tim Goad was there to stop him.
That's
Close to
a short yardage.
Yeah.
They're trying to run up through there. We're taking a look at Tim Goad. Tim Goad was offset a little bit, got his hands. Here he is right here. He's going to stick his hands in and tries to get his thumbs at 12 o'clock. Throws the center right off Christie. Comes right back. That's a big-time play.
What do you mean his thumbs at 12 o'clock?
He wants his thumbs right straight up and down. He doesn't want his thumbs turned in. He thinks if he gets his thumbs straight up and down at 12 o'clock, he can control the man with the palms of his hands. He made a good play, but they got the first down. Look at Pats on the ball. Did you see that ball? When they measured the ball, that means the Pats, the Patriots, own the ball. When the game's over, it comes back to us. They had the name written by the string. I don't see that often. Usually in practice, you put your name on the ball. The game ball has Pats written on the ball.
First down and 10. Robert Smith is in the backfield for Warren Moon and a couple tight ends. Here's Smith. And he bangs his way for a couple of yards. Marty Moore was there. Chris Slade, all linebackers for New England.
Good point here, Smith. They're going to try to work Smith into running that football. He's been out a long time, hasn't been healthy, had the bad ankle. Here's a guy, when he's done playing football, wants to be a doctor. Only way I could get into med school, I had to go as a cadaver. This guy wants to go as a student.
You may still get your wish. Second down and 7. Moon at his own 44-yard line. And Robert Smith again. About a yard and a half shy of a first down out near midfield. Vernon Lewis, 2 years out of Pitt, makes the stop. The Vikings in first place in the NFC Central. They lead Detroit and Green Bay, make it Chicago and Green Bay, by 2 games. So a win today gives them their 5th consecutive win. It keeps them with a nice cushion over the 2 second-place teams in the division.
Dennis, there's the ball. That one doesn't have the Pats on it. That's not the one they were using when they were measuring. The one they had. There's Dennis Green. What he's doing, he's ahead in the game, and he wants to get different people in and get them playing. You'll see different people carrying the ball now.
Third down and 1. Terry Allen. And he'll be close to a Minnesota first down. Vikings have controlled everything today, and in particular at the line of scrimmage.
That was a lead play, and they had Randall McDaniel as a fullback, and he ran right up at the Undertaker, Vincent Brown. Vincent Brown won a body contest with the least amount of body fat, and you ought to see this guy in the weight room. And here was Randall McDaniel running right at Vincent Brown. 2 big-time, strong, tough football players.
17-0 Minnesota. 7th play of the Viking drive. First down and 10. 80 is Carter. And he's got the Moon pass. Gain of 3 on the play, make it 2. Carter with his 2nd reception of the day.
Little quick diagonal, a quick throw, 1-2 throw. New England plays a 2-gap defense where the linemen have the run to the right or the run to the left. So you don't get a lot of pass rush off of that look on rundowns. What's happened to pro football, though, first downs become 50% pass.
Second down and 7. Smith is in the backfield. The tight end, Adrian Cooper. First down to the Patriots' 34-yard line and a gain of 11 yards.
You got to go back to the Minnesota front office, the head coach. Here you get an Adrian Cooper from the Pittsburgh Steelers. How do you get a guy like that for a 3rd and a 6th round draft choice? He was at the Steelers. Minnesota wanted a guy big enough to block out the sun. They got one right here. You keep talking about the Vikings acquiring players. They just keep getting better and better players. That's why I think they got a shot at the Super Bowl. That and their good coach, Dennis Green.
Chris Carter. And he picks up 4 to the Patriot 30-yard line.
Chris Carter having another good day. Here's a guy, I asked him, what does he do outside of football? I love the guy. He says, every Friday night, I take my wife on a date. I love that attitude. He said, I'll take her to a movie or I'll take her out to dinner, and we have a date every Friday. Other than that, he says, I'm football. I do football.
Leads the NFL in receptions. Chris Carter. Cut by Philadelphia and Buddy Ryan. Second down and 5. Good time for Moon. Wow! Catch on the play by rookie Andrew Jordan. A Patriot player is down, and 55 is Willie McGinnis. Flags thrown on the play as well.
Probably going to call pass interference, but he caught the ball anyway.
What a catch.
That was a great catch. Stuck the hand out there. They got 2 tight ends. We just got done talking about the tight end that they got from the Steelers and Adrian Cooper, and here comes the guy they drafted.
You know, Jerry, we've seen a couple of Patriots go down today with injuries. Todd Collins has ligament damage in his right knee.
I hate that.
He is lost at least for the game, possibly longer. He was a starting linebacker for the Patriots. The Vikings have not had a serious injury all season long.
And you look at the offensive line, when everybody starts every game at the same position.
Number 29, defense. Automatic first down at the spot of the foul. The 2-minute warning.
When the people don't get hurt and everybody starts at the same position, you get to play real good. Watch the catch. Look at that left hand up there. I didn't see the interference.
Vikings on the move again, up 17-0. Boone's got a 65-yard touchdown pass. Vikings on top 17-0 over the New England Patriots. Upcoming the 10th play of another long drive by the Vikings, and look what they've done today to the Patriot defense.
The time of possessions in the play is going to be a long day. What New England has to do is get something going good, and they're going to have to rear up here. This is going to get ugly. We're at the, where are we, 16-yard line. Let's fight them. Rear up on our hind legs here and fight them, baby.
First down and 10. Little bootleg by Moon. Brent Novoselsky, did he lasso the pass? Incomplete.
I love the heads lineman. He came in there and waved it off. Good job by the head lineman. No doubt in his mind, no question. We love to see officials make good plays.
Mark Bolts, the head linesman.
Oh, Mark's a good one. He's got the ball. It's on his shoulder. He's reaching for it, hits the ground. Come on, Mark. Oh, look at the dirt he's digging up with his face. Good job by Mark.
Second down and 10. Robert Smith. Willie McGinnis, 55.
That's why you draft him where you draft him. Nice job. First round pick. Stand everybody up. Come in or stick with your face. Hit and run with him.
Knockers halftime coming up next with James Terry Howie and the coach, Jimmy Johnson. Scores and highlights from a very busy day in the National Football League, and then the game everybody's talking about, Dallas against San Francisco. And again, Troy Aikman in practice on Friday hit his throwing thumb on a helmet. It is bruised. They don't know how good he'll be today with his grip. They'll talk about it in a couple minutes from Hollywood. Third down and 9. Look at the time for Moon. Incomplete for Chris Carter. Covered by Barnett, 42.
Great job in the secondary by the Patriots. When you hold the ball that long and no one's open, you know they're playing in the back end. There's the guy we love, 42. Harlan Barnett. Good hitter, good tough guy. Out of Cincinnati, Ohio. Played at Princeton High School and played against Chris Carter at high school, who was at Middletown. Here they are in the National Football League, still playing against each other.
Gervais doesn't line up your normal 7 yards. It's about 8 yards off the line of scrimmage. Most kickers are 7. This is a 33-yard field goal. His second of the day. He's kicked them from 40 and 33 yards away. And he extends the Vikings lead just before halftime. Minnesota 20. New England nothing. Well, the Minnesota Vikings, Jerry, came in thinking they had to continue to beat teams they should beat.
Led by this man right here. Here's the guy that's done a great job. He plays the drums. Plays the drum in his band. Has a new CD coming out.
Reveille's the kickoff. Leroy Thompson at the center. Tackle made by Martin Harrison. Well, the passing attack of the New England Patriots, the #1 passing attack for 10 consecutive weeks in the NFL. But those numbers don't reflect that.
Not anymore. They got 3 timeouts. They got 52 seconds. They have all their timeouts. If they can just get feeling good about themselves here. The only thing I worry about a team that's struggling like this is people lose confidence in what you're doing. Your psyche goes off a little bit. You got to have some success.
Running back Leroy Thompson to the 38. About 4 yards shy of a first down. How's his health? You know, Jerry Owens talking. He was in the hospital last week, lightheadedness. He says he's fine. He runs on a treadmill about 15 miles a week. And here's Bledsoe. Again to Thompson. First down. Patriots, the first down for New England since 9:40 of the first quarter. That is a long time ago.
That is. He says he feels fine. He says he's okay. In fact, he told the people in the press he could run a whole lot farther than they could. But, you know, I think everybody's disappointed. I think when they came out of the block so fast and looked good early, then all the expectations rise. And everybody says, we got a football team. And they got a player there in Bledsoe.
Well, stress is going to be a part of any coach's job. And he had the bypass 2 years ago. He's had 4 different heart procedures. In fact, he left the Giants after Super Bowl because of the heart condition that he learned from the doctors.
You know, I love football, and football is what life's all about for a lot of people. But I think if it's causing that type of a problem, then he's the guy that knows that. If not, I think he's smart enough to realize if he's okay, he's okay. If it's causing serious heart problems, then it's time to do something else.
Well, his offense has not scored a touchdown for 9 consecutive quarters. But this man right here has got confidence. He's got a winning streak. He may have the third, maybe the second best team in the NFL right now.
I argue with that. He may have the best team in the NFL. His defense is so good. We're talking about them other two. This team here is a Super Bowl contender.
First down and 10 for Bledsoe. He got him. First down. Michael Timpson to the Viking 33. Good pass by Bledsoe. Gain of 21.
He needed that. Everybody needed that. Call the timeout. You need to have yourself feeling good. Go back early. The drop passes hurt you.
Jerry, he came from the side on that pass. See that?
Yeah, threw that little. I think he was heaving a little bit. He told us he's frustrated. He's pressing. Said the all-time low point was when they got beat by Miami because they didn't play good.
Tell me about this delivery now from the second-year player from Washington State.
This guy is still the guy. If I was starting a brand-new team, I'd start with this guy. He's heaving it and chunking it. We've seen him throw it better. But again, I think everybody is off sync here a little bit. Coach Parcells knows that. You gotta have something good happen so you can get things back together. I think he tried that. He started a different center, starts a different fullback, maybe puts in a different corner, got a new linebacker, trying to find everybody that, you know, you got a reason for going out there and raring up and fighting again.
Bledsoe, who is recruited by Dennis Green at Stanford, when Green was the head coach for the Cardinals. Now facing Green today. First down and 10. Wow. Backpedaling and off his heel, he hits Brisby for a first down. That is arm strength and a pickup of 12.
Against the blitz with Jack Del Rio coming up the middle. No huddle on the line. Stop the clock. Good play. 1
timeout remaining for the Patriots. Clock stopped with the incompletion. Quarterback Drew Bledsoe, the #1 yardage quarterback in the NFL. Watch this pass going backwards off his heel, which illustrates the arm strength.
With Jack Del Rio coming up the middle, stumbling and falling, getting cut, and he's slinging it a little bit there. You pointed that out. In the body, good catch. I'll run up. They're at the line, Kevin.
Bledsoe to the end zone. Out of bounds, incomplete, Vincent Brisby. But what a catch.
It sure was.
What a catch.
They have to kick the field goal now with 4 seconds. Get some points on the board.
They were working on the rookie, Dwayne Washington.
That rookie doesn't play like a rookie. Stussy and him, 2 rookies that play. Here we go. Good coverage. Ran out of grass.
Patriots got a couple field goals last week in Cleveland. This will be a 38-yard attempt. And the Patriots on the board at halftime. Bill Parcells and his offense have gone 10 consecutive quarters without a touchdown. But for the Minnesota Vikings, a very good 20-0 halftime lead. That's the end of the first half. 20-0 Minnesota. Stay tuned for the Doctors halftime as Fox NFL Sunday continues after these messages from your local station. 20-3 Minnesota. Vikings have won 4 straight. The Patriots have lost 4 in a row. New England trailing 20-3. Our first half.
You still like Bledsoe. You still want a Bledsoe with your club. What he's got to do, they got a field goal. They got to come and they got to finish this game feeling good about what they're doing. They need to have some good things happen to them so they have confidence in not only their attack, their players, the people around them.
Vikings lead the NFC Central by 2 games. So they're watching what Green Bay does, what Chicago does. Chicago's in Miami today. Green Bay taking on the Jets in Milwaukee.
Sold out stadium, not an empty seat here. Their owner, Robert Kraft, wants everybody in the area to be able to see him. He loves to sell the stadium out.
Lays the kickoff for the Minnesota Vikings. Picked up by Leroy Thompson inside the 10. Thompson is out by the 31. And finally hauled down by Lamar McGriggs for Minnesota. And the first half statistics here in Foxboro today.
Look at the time of possession. Look at the 21 minutes to 8:42. And then it's going to become offensive rushing plays. It's going to be how many times you get after the ball on the ground, which will dominate the clock. Passing yards, 234 to 72.
Chair is anticipating the Patriots today would use what New Orleans did last week with the quick passes.
Their plan was to throw to the outside quick. There it is.
Dropped by Ben Coates, one of the top receivers in the National Football League. In fact, 3 of the top 4 NFL receivers are here today. Coates is one of them. But Coates in the last 2 games, only 5 receptions and only 1 today.
Well, he's drawn attention to himself by catching balls, so people now cover him different ways.
Second down. Caught Ben Coates. And close to a first down. And to get to the 42.
Playing zone like that, I thought Jack Del Rio would come back and hit him harder than that. I don't know if he was surprised the ball was in. New England running a no-huddle 2-minute. And the officials are stopping that. But they're all in just a drop zone by the 3 backers. I thought Jack would strike him harder because he came right into his zone.
And they'll bring the chains out. You know, when I think of Ben Coates, I think of another Parcells tight end, Jerry, and that's Mark Bavaro. Same size.
There's the Pats. Pats, they're playing with their ball. You got to win the game when you got your ball. They own that ball. Got to make something good happen when you got your own ball with you.
It's first down and 10 for the New England Patriots. They were showing blitz. They did not. Pass caught by Michael Timpson. He picks up 8 to the 50. Dwayne Washington makes the stop.
This is what New England needed to feel good about themselves. They're out of sync. They've lost their confidence. They've got too good of players. You got to get your confidence back. You got to feel good.
Second down and 2 in the handoff. Leroy Thompson, first down. Leroy Thompson weaves his way inside. Minnesota Vikings 40 to the 37, 36. Pickup of 13 on the play.
This was a blitz. They went after him with a blitz, and they ran right by the blitzers. 2-minute, run a 2-minute no-huddle.
Down by 17. No-huddle by New England. Michael Timpson hit by Dwayne Washington.
What a rush by Henry Thomas. One of the best. He got back there so quick. It's a good thing the ball came out. This will tire out the Minnesota defensive line.
Second down and 4 to the end zone. Touchdown.
All right.
Ray Crittenden. You were talking about confidence to open the game for a young quarterback and his young team.
They needed that. They did not feel good about themselves. They had those hollow eyes. Their eyes were sunk in their head. Now they feel good about themselves. But Minnesota has to decide, are they going to play 2-minute defense, even though there's a whole half?
Matt Barr, 13:22 left in the third quarter. It is early, and the Patriots get a long touchdown pass to Ray Crittenden. Minnesota 20, New England 10, and a happy young quarterback in Drew Bledsoe. Drew Bledsoe just illustrated why he is so highly thought of around the National Football League with that drive, Jerry.
And we talked to him, don't lose confidence in yourself. You got too much talent.
Long time since the Patriots have scored. Over 10 quarters. O'Neill's kickoff. Taken by Ismail. Out of the 26-yard line, Minnesota will start. Nice protection for the young quarterback, Bledsoe, on the touchdown pass.
Against a good rushing team, they get him out of there. Good job by Pat Herring, the right tackle. Watch him bulldog his man down, throw to the outside, and a good reaction by the receiver. Crittenden had to turn his body around, make the catch. That makes good quarterbacks, makes some good catches for him.
Number 1 passing offense in the National Football League strikes the number 4 defense in the NFL of Minnesota. Now, how does Minnesota respond? On the 27, 1st and 10. And Terry Allen, first down. Allen to the 47, 48-yard line, brought down by Myron Guyton. Gain of 21 by number 21.
That's our first counter where the line is pulling. These people here, he's going to start that way. They're all going to pull. This is the first counter, what they call OT. O is guard and tackle coming around. Made the hole. Here he goes. They responded with the counter OT.
Vikings first down and 10. Much there. Picks up 3 yards on the play. Brought down by Chris Lane.
They came back the way they started the game with the 2 tight ends with a balance, trying to be sure New England was going to play cover 2 and running. New England now is not going to lock themselves in to the secondary calls with the offensive formations. The chess game is changed for the second half.
Warren Moon, Player of the Week for his heroics a week ago. Amply in the backfield, 2nd down and 8. Andre, no, make it Amply, and close to a first down to the 43-yard line. That time, Moon goes to a running back, and let's see how he has been passing through one half of football here in Foxboro. 14 and 23, as you can see.
170 yards in that. 55 yards to the tight ends. Running backs 9. He just threw to the running back, Kevin, because it was man-to-man, and they had the inside of the receiver shut down. He'll read it. He knows where to go with. Look at this crowd. It's a credit to the coaching staff, to the new owner, Mr. Bob Kraft. Look at the people. He's proud to live in this community. He wants these people that love football to love the Patriots. He'll get there. Don't know how long it'll take him, but with this owner, with this coaching staff, with this quarterback, Kevin, they will get where they want to get. They'll get to the top of the heap.
Well, the expectations may have been a little bit too high coming into the season.
It looks like they got about 2 links in the chain. Are you allowed to say 1 chain link? I don't know the way he put that ball down. They measured it, they just sit it down in there.
6 and 64.
I've never known you, Jerry, to back off from saying anything you didn't want to say, so if you want to say that, go ahead.
They had it all figured out where to put it, and then the guy with the chain left before he put the ball down.
They got big Randall McDaniel.
3rd and a link.
6 of 10 on 3rd down today, Minnesota. Allen the dive, and the first down. Marty Moore met him, but too late. He'll move the chains in the links for a first down.
Marty Moore on the tackle. The carry is good enough for first down yardage for Minnesota.
Here they have their best guard, and he's going to run up in the middle and be the lead blocker because he can run, sort of moves the pile. Vincent Brown had already been blocked by Bernard Daphne. Randall McDaniel running up in there. Bernard Daphne, get him from off the streets from the Oilers Cutting. That's being a football organization.
83 is Jordan, first down and 10. Incomplete. Tim Goad, the pressure on the quarterback, Warren Moon.
Thought we had a sack. Thought he had a sack, but Warren gets it out of there. This Tim Goad can play. Can't be all bad. He rides a Harley Davidson.
Has a couple of them.
He has a room that he built on his house, his fishing room. Says in the off season he likes to go in his fishing room. And I don't fish, but he works on lures and hooks and things like that. Man, I'd rather take a stick in the eye and go fishing, but he loves it.
Second down and 10. Vikings lead by 10. Moon tapped, almost picked off by Vernon Lewis. Incomplete. You sense a shift of momentum.
What you see is a team that's not going to quit. You're seeing here the Patriots. Here's our guy Goad. There's no surrender in him. Even though he has 2 breakfasts and 2 dinners, he keeps on coming. Says he tries to get his weight up. He liked to weigh 290, so he eats all the time. He's my hero.
Eats like he's going to the chair.
The only guy that could match him spoon for spoon would be you, my friend.
Third down and 10.
Blitz, blitz, blitz. Ah, they ran out of time.
Delay a game on Minnesota. Aaron Jones on a heap on Moon.
Well, he didn't hear the whistle. Everybody heard that now the flags are gone. Here comes the flags. He didn't know the play was called off, evidently. They showed the blitz. Warren did not want to do what he had called, so he was audible and ran out of time. You're better off to take the penalty than run the wrong play. The line got mad, which they should. Your line has to go defend your quarterback.
Delay of game, offense, 5-yard penalty, third down.
The offensive line, Daphne, Chris Hinton. When you get a hit on your quarterback, you got to go over there and shake that guy around and did that little late hit on you. And that's why Daphne and Chris Hinton went in there. They were going to protect this quarterback. They didn't like the shot that he had to take. But I guess 97 didn't hear the whistle.
Daphne, Hinton, Christie, McDaniel, Stussy, they have not missed a start all season long.
Aaron Jones back there banging a little bit late.
Moon now has it third down. 15 to go. Here they come. Sacked on the play by Aaron Jones.
The guy that just jumped the gun the last play. There he is. Zone coverage, all zone. Corners got off. Safety came this time down on the slot side. To our right, as you're looking at, the safety came down and shut down. Look at Warren, look over there. The slot shut down, and Aaron's got the quarterback.
First sack of the day by either team. Defense has not played that bad today.
No. Daphne's the guy that got beat. Daphne got beat.
Brown lets it bounce to the 1. Mike Saxon is one of 2 NFL punters in the history of the NFL to have 10 or more seasons of kicking inside the 20-yard line 15 times in 1 year. It sounds complicated, but what it means is Saxon is one of the best in the history of the league in getting it inside the 20.
That may be technical, but that's what wins games. Got a flag on this one.
Illegal block on number 95, receiving team. Half the distance to the goal. First down, timeout.
Saxon banged that one 53 yards. Now can Bill Parcells hold on to the momentum that his quarterback Drew Bledsoe began the second half with. Vikings on top by 10. Even though there's no tickets inside this sold-out stadium, Viking fans have come from the upper Midwest to root on their Vikings.
I like that hat with the horns, Kevin. I think you should get one.
New England backed up first down and 10. And Bledsoe to go right to work. Nice catch. Kevin Turner to the 3. Ed McDaniels around his ankle.
And Jack Del Rio. These linebackers will run and chase and hit you. I like these 3 linebackers as well as any group playing in the National Football League right now.
There's Carlos Jenkins.
That's Rambo in a headgear. That guy, you gotta love that guy. If he knocks somebody out, he's got a good. There's Ed McDaniel, who really Coach Green thinks may be as tough as anybody playing. 5'11".
Reason for optimism for the Patriots. 2nd down and 7. And again to the air, Bledsoe. Wow.
Deflected, tipped. Something brought the ball out.
Scrapes himself off the turf. Henry Thomas is on top of him. And always on top of a busy day in the NFL with this McDonald's game break is our James Brown.
Well, Kevin, Mario Bates is on top of it for New Orleans. Heck of a day. Take a look at this run here. Nice-looking 9-yarder for his first career touchdown. That in his first career start. But the Saints still trailed by 6. Back to Kevin and Jerry.
Saints do not quit, do they?
They really don't.
They do not quit.
They've had a lot of those close losses, but they got a good psyche. They're feeling good about themselves.
Big play for Bledsoe. 3rd down and 7. Turner, he had to get to the 11. He got to the 9. Whacked by the rookie free agent starting cornerback today, number 36, Malik Boyd, taking the place of Anthony Parker. Tried the bad hamstring today, couldn't go. They named this kid, who is undrafted, untouched. Vikings start him today, and he comes up with a big 3rd down defensive play.
He's a free agent from Southern, a free agent, but they say he's got good speed. I love his major. He majored in rehab counseling at Southern. Right away, I thought you better talk to him after the game.
5th 3 and out for the Patriots. Nice shot of Pat O'Neill.
Look at that punt.
And Palmer circling under it at the 47. Flag. No room to go for Palmer. Flag back at the 46. John Burke to stop. No yards on the return on the O'Neill 44-yard punt. Patriots have not converted a 3rd down all day. And that has hurt him.
Look at Jerry talking to that official. Did you see him?
Jerry McBride, who has been the referee in either a championship game or Super Bowl over the last 4 years, highly thought of.
There's no foul on the play. There was no illegal block. The kicking team man was going for the ball carrier. No foul. Timeout.
Bill Parcells must rely now on his defense to stop Minnesota. He's within reach to within 10 in the 3rd. There have been no turnovers in the game today in our Budweiser game summary. Moon has had a good day. Bledsoe is getting stronger, and the Patriots have come back from 20-0 down to within 10. They have sold out every game here in Foxboro, a complete reversal of the fortunes of this franchise over the last 5-6 years. Warren Moon has it 1st down and 10 at his own 47-yard line. Terry Allen in the backfield. And he's got Chris Carter, the NFL's leading receiver, and a fumble, and it's picked up by Harlan Barnett, the game's first turnover. And the Patriots get it. Bill Parcells needed his defense to come up with a big play.
And that was hustle. That was gang tackling. After the catch, Carter runs good. Watch the New England Patriots swarm and chase. The guy comes out of there from behind and knocks the ball out of there. Good pressure on the quarterback. Carter's got it. He's coming to your right. Watch it come out of the top. Right from behind. Swatted out of there.
By Chris Slade.
And Harlan, we love Harlan, their safety. He picks the ball up. Right there, gets his arm out of there. Get that ball out.
He was a high school and college rival, Harlan Barnett was, of Chris Carter. Now will the Minnesota defense come to play, and can Bledsoe get his offense on track?
Blitz for Minnesota.
Offside movement on the right side of the line by Pat Harlow, the right tackle. First-round pick out of USC a couple years ago.
He saw the blitz coming and pulled out too early.
Number 77, offense. Prior to the snap, 5-yard penalty, 1st down.
And that's a little change for Minnesota. Wasn't too many weeks ago on a 1st and 10 situation, they wouldn't line up and come after you. But I think they're realizing from now on, all the downs for New England are like 3rd and long. Everything is like a 2-minute. Everything's a 3rd and long. Here we go.
Randall and Thomas have been ineffective today. Bledsoe 1st and 15. To Ben Coates. Hit by Brian Davis.
Good hit by Brian Davis. Guy they picked up, I think he was cut by Buffalo and came on. Brian Davis never played high school football. He was a high school wrestler. Good protection. Look at him protect. Get the ball out. Brian Davis come up and gets him down. Brian Davis, another guy that has not played high school football.
2nd down 11. Here's Ben Coates. He's got the 1st down. To the Viking 41-yard line. Carlos Jenkins makes the stop. 1st down, New England.
The difference in the game, I believe, is the no huddle. The fact that they're getting rhythm by not getting in that huddle and wasting time. We may see a whole half without a huddle. I love it. Just crank it up and let her go.
18-yard pickup on the play. Bledsoe. Michael Timpson. 1st down to the Viking 27-yard line.
Don't let Minnesota breathe if you're a New England guy right now. You got them on the run with the no huddle. Keep her going. Now, I think the Viking defense is good as anybody. They got to rear up here themselves. They want to stay with. They're playing their 2-minute defense.
1st down and 10. Leroy Thompson to the 20. And a gain of 7 on the play. Tackled by Malik Boyd and Jack Del Rio.
You got to get excited, Kevin. You get to watch a whole half of 2-minute offense and 2-minute defense.
Bledsoe threw his 1st touchdown in 3 games today.
Great protection.
Incomplete, looking for Leroy Thompson.
Somebody batted the ball, and what you got to sell your defensive line on here, a batted ball right now is as good as a sack. Bat the ball down. Now, the clock stopped, but they don't care. They're still not huddled. They're doing a smart thing here by staying in sync with this no huddle.
They haven't converted a 3rd down all day. 3rd and 2, and they don't do it this time. Vince Glenn with the big hit. Carlos Jenkins to help. And the New England Patriots are now 0 of 7 on 3rd down today. And the defense of the Vikings had to come up with the big play, and they did, against Bill Parcells and his offense.
Well, Carlos Jenkins and Vincey Glenn were combination coverage on the tight end. They had him inside, outside. So when they ran the ball over there, there were 2 people that they couldn't block. That's how they knocked the running back down.
That bar from 39 yards away, no good. Wide left. So they don't capitalize on the Viking turnover.
That was a sorry ball. That ball came off real ugly.
Patriots have lost 4 in a row. Vikings have won 4 in a row. We're in the 3rd. It's still Minnesota by 10. Vikings on top 20-10. Here in Foxboro, it's Minnesota with it now, and they've got it, Jerry. If they want to hold on to this lead and win, they've got to get something going on their offense. And Terry Allen gets the call. And again, no place to go. The problem of working deep cover, folks.
That was a counter OT, that last play. Remember the one they broke? They tried it again. That time, New England stopped it.
2nd down. It's complete to Carter. And we'll complete a pass coast to coast to Hollywood with this McDonald's update. Here's James Brown.
All right, Kevin, Cowboy fans are wondering about the health of Troy Aikman's bruised thumb on his throwing hand. Less than 10 minutes ago, you see him warming up. No grimacing on the face there, so apparently it's okay. We'll find out how okay coming up in just about 50 minutes. The big one, Dallas and San Francisco. Right now, let's take you back to Foxboro. Kevin and Jerry.
Thank you, James. All you folks will see that, except if you're in the Boston area. 3rd down and 1. Lee is in the backfield for quarterback Warren Moon. Almost picked off. And the defense holds for New England. Vincent Brown. Gold with the pressure.
3rd and a yard. 3rd and short. They come trips. They got 3 people, and they try to just stick it out here to the left. And what a nice job by Vincent Brown getting up underneath that thing. You wonder, you know, why you don't run there, but they tried to throw it on this 3rd and 1.
Second half possessions for the Vikings, not very good today. And 3 second half possessions, 2 punts and a fumble. Mike Saxon. And the back is Tony Brown on the 12. Lamar McGregor took his head off, and a return of 11 yards on the Saxon punt of 50. We're at the 5:05 mark of the third quarter. Warren Moon cannot get the offense going for the Vikings. Vikings have a 2-game lead in the NFC Central next week on Fox. A big game will be Chicago and Detroit. Chicago, at least coming into today, was right in back of the Vikings. Also Green Bay in second place, too. They'll take on Buffalo, Washington, Dallas, Philly, Arizona, Atlanta, Denver, New Orleans, the Raiders, and the Buccaneers against the Seahawks. All next week, all on Fox NFL Sunday. With Jerry Glanville, Kevin Harlan. 5:05 in the third quarter. Patriots have it 1st and 10. They've looked good on offense in the second half. Ben Coates, a gain of 7 to the 30. Banging with Jack Del Rio on the flat.
All zone drops. Good pressure coming from the quarterback's left side. He didn't see it. Minnesota dropping everybody in a nickel defense. Now they're there. All blitz. Here they come. 5-man rush.
Bledsoe hit. Pass almost picked off by Glenn. Coverage on Ben Coates. Incomplete pass. James Harris, the pressure up the middle.
James Harris will be coming from the quarterback's left side. Be down the bottom as we're looking at it. 99 ran right by the block of the. Wow. Leroy Thompson had a block. Look at him step over there.
They haven't had a third down today. The pass caught by Timpson, the first third down in 8 tries by the New England Patriots.
He is mouthing the play as they're not huddling, but he's mouthing the play to the tight end.
This no huddle, Jerry. The quick release may be one of the few ways to get at Minnesota's defense.
Here's a dog. 5-man dog coming on him. Major League pop-up. Threw that one away.
John Randall absolutely decimated Drew Bledsoe. I mean, took him down and threw him down like a rag doll.
John Randall is somebody that plays football like there is no tomorrow. And his roommate is Henry Thomas. And Henry says the reason we're so good, when we go to bed at night before the game, we're talking about everything we're going to do, and we know where each other are, and it's made us better having a room together. 97 and 93.
Best interior line in the NFL. 2nd down and 10. Bledsoe. Coates. He had to get to the 47. That's where they mark him down. He'll be close to a 1st down.
They're sending a different defensive front at him each time. That time it was a 5-man go with Carlos Jenkins. They're doing everything to try to disrupt this quarterback. He's not seeing the same defense twice in a row, and they are having success.
Half yard short of the 1st down. Looks like
Jerry's the only guy that can slow this 2-minute down, and he loves to. Watch him stay. He'll straddle the ball.
Well, it's been 2 different games for Drew Bledsoe, struggling in the first half and magnificent in the second.
They needed this because they were losing confidence. In the National Football League, you got to believe in yourself before you can be successful.
A lot of footballs linked to go on 3rd and 1. 1 of 8 on 3rd down today. Bledsoe the carry.
Look at himself.
He should have the yardage for a 1st down.
Both teams are pointing the opposite way. I love that. This is a point contest.
It's an interesting relationship that Bledsoe and Bill Parcells had. You know, Parcells had a young quarterback in the past, and that was Phil Simms. He said he knew when Simms was on or off. He knew his tendencies. He said, with Bledsoe, I'm still trying to read him. I don't really have a good grasp for him.
They'll get to know each other. I think you got an owner. I think you got a quarterback, and I think you got a football coach that you could be good for a long time. I think the community has come back alive and says, hey, we're going to follow this team. They're selling the thing out. I look for the New England Patriots to become something that the whole league's going to fear later on down the road. They got the quarterback. They got the owner. They got the fans. Matter of time.
Right now, they can't have any turnovers or any interceptions. Last week, Bledsoe threw 4 turnovers, 4 interceptions in Cleveland. Big run by Leroy Thompson. Tackled by John Randall.
Leroy is the back that comes in on all one-back sets. So they take Kevin Turner and Butts and put them on the bench when they go one back and bring in Leroy.
Row 1.
2nd down and 9.
5-man rush. Get him on the knee.
Incomplete pass. Henry Thomas up the middle. And now the combination of Thomas and Randall beginning to take hold.
You cannot hold the ball with these two. They didn't get there instantly, but the quarterback didn't like it. Watch the two come up inside along with Jack Del Rio, so it's a 5-man rush. One's got him around the ankle, and the other's hitting him in the chest. Randall had him first, and here comes Thomas.
But in 36 passes today, not a single sack. Bledsoe on 3rd down. Incomplete. Carlos Jenkins, the knockdown, number 51.
He was diving for the ball. Don't get too close to Carlos. Carlos in his house, he has a gas mask. If there's a food fight, he's going to win. He's got a survival kit back at home. This guy's what I love about football.
He was driving one of those Persian Gulf Jeeps, one of those Hummers around the Twin Cities for a while. He said he was stopped all the time.
Yeah, he's ready. Whatever happens, he's ready.
O'Neal will punt. No rush.
Oh, terrible punt.
David Palmer. And about the 11-yard line, the Minnesota Vikings will start right there. That's a punt of 41 yards on the play. Coming in, Jerry, the Vikings. Their motto now is we've got to beat the teams we should beat. They were favored by about a field goal over Parcells and his Patriots today.
That punt was a low-line driver, but got a good roll on it.
Vikings lead by 2 games over the Packers, who today take on the Jets, and the Chicago Bears, who are down in Miami and leading by a 7-6 count. Patriots, a loss today would basically wipe out their playoff hopes. They've lost 4 consecutive games. The defense needs to stop Warren Moon here. And the call to Terry Allen. Terry Allen, great cutback to the 18 and a pickup of 7. Finally dropped by Chris Slade.
The play was designed to go outside the tight end. He's supposed to go all the way over here to his left. And what he does, he cranks her back. He doesn't like it. Look at him wait. Patience. And he works his way up through there.
Boy, that is a big offensive line of the Vikings. 2nd down and 3. Allen again. And he's got the first down. Working to the 23-yard line. Vikings thought they had to establish the run today against one of the worst rushing defenses in the NFL. And today, 63 yards for Terry Allen.
Remember how the game started with 2 tight ends on the line and 2 wideouts. And then they're going to run the blast, cut her back, look for a hole. There he is, squirming through. That's how they started the game. They're back to trying to do it again.
1st and 10. Warren Moon. Tight end Jordan. 1st down. Picks up 13 yards to the 36-yard line. Now Moon's got his rhythm back, it appears.
And I believe he had a linebacker chasing him on that when they played some type of coverage where the linebacker had to pick up the first thing that broke to his flat, and that's a backup Marty Moore. Poor Todd Collins hurt his knee, unfortunately, and they got a new man in that doesn't run quite as good, and they've been able to beat him when he's man-to-man.
1st and 10. And Terry Allen. Back pedals for 3. Dropped again by Vincent Brown.
New England trying to stop it here. They started in their normal 3-4 and switched to a 46. Watch everybody move and shift. 59, there he goes. He moves on over Vincent Brown, and they built the 46 defense with an 8-man front, trying to force you not to be able to run, force the pass.
They're going to let the 3rd quarter clock wind down, and for Bill Parcells, 1 more quarter left. The team had been coming back here early in the 2nd half, but they seem to be now staggering here toward the end of the 3rd quarter. The Viking defense taking over, and Warren Moon has got back his rhythm. Fox NFL Sunday will continue after these messages from your local Fox station. A face only a mother could love. Tim Goad.
Played hard today. I love this guy.
Yeah.
This guy here, he can play with us.
Ray Agnew taking his place. 2nd down, 6 to go. Moon, the tight end, 1st down. Jordan to midfield. Big pickup there. Picking us up now, James Brown out in Hollywood. James,
Kevin, tell Jerry he would love this guy as well. Out 5 weeks with a broken jaw, Mario Bates back with a vengeance. Here adding his second touchdown run of the afternoon for New Orleans. He's got 107 yards on the ground. The Saints lead it by 1 in the 4th. Back to New England, Kevin and Jerry.
James Jim Moore told us last week that he's the best, the brightest, the quickest running back he has, and he's going to see the bulk of the work now.
And we saw those Saints play last week. They will not surrender. They will not give up.
First down and 10 from midfield for the Vikings, up by 10 points. And the call, Terry Allen. Allen to the 47. Ray Agnew the stop after a gain of 3.
That was against the 7-man front. That's what the Vikings are looking for. Just 7 in the box so they can run, run, run. I think if they build an 8-man, then Warren will come back and audible and do the pass. What they're doing now is playing a chess game of how many are involved between the tight end and the tackle.
2 different games. Patriots early in the 3rd quarter in particular were impressive. The Vikings nonetheless, who had 490-plus yards last week, with over 360 today on offense. Second down. Moon.
Corner dog.
There's a flag. Moon picks up a yard. Slade makes the tackle.
This is unusual. Here's the corner on a wideout that comes in motion. When the corner came with the wideout in motion, he blitzed and grabbed the quarterback around the ankles. You don't see much of this, folks. You're sitting in your living room. Get out your pencil and paper. 82, Ismail. He's in motion. 37 was covering him. Does an arm and a swim inside. That was the corner covering Ismail. I love that. They're pulling out all stops. You got to do that. You got to switch the chemistry.
There's Kadri.
Kadri's running out. 37 can't blitz. That's Maurice Hurst. He's their best cover guy. What's he doing dogging?
Vikings have been penalized 6 times today. 5 of those 6 have been on the offensive unit.
What's up, big guy? Yeah, you broke my nose.
Somebody got a broken nose. I heard that.
11 penalties on the Vikings a week ago for 90 yards. Second down and 18 with the penalty. Moon to Ismail, to Amp Lee, and a first down to the 38-yard line of the New England Patriots. Gain of 20 on the play. Amp Lee does it again.
When he comes in, he's in there to catch the ball. He's in there to receive the ball, and he did a good job of circling right over the middle.
Season-long catch by Lee. There's Brian Billick, the offensive coordinator. Got that position into last season, a couple games into last year. He and Moon didn't really see eye to eye to begin things this year. They have slowly come to appreciate the other, and thus the offense moving as it is. First down and 10. Stealer. And now another. I can't tell if they called it a catch.
They called it a no catch, and then he spiked it. You're not allowed to spike in the field of play.
First guy said it was a catch, then another referee ran in and said no catch.
And Jerry's saying, where are we?
Got 2 different opinions there from 118 and 25. Look at. They still don't know.
Complete on the field. Completed pass.
They changed it.
Completed pass to tight end Adrian Cooper.
They overruled. Somebody got overruled.
And let's see with this great angle if we can pick it up.
Now the officials don't have this luxury.
The Patriots 34.
That's a catch.
That's a catch.
That's a catch.
I love it when they're right.
Great shot by our producer, Jeff Gowan, and our director, Andy Kendall. And Alan Powers on the sideline today. Second down and 5. And Robert Smith out of Ohio State. Whacked on the play by Adrian Jones. Is there a fumble, and they've blown it down.
And that was with 7 people. Go back to what's going on here. There's 3 wideouts, 1 tight end, 1 back. And they're watching how many people get in from the tight end to the tackle on the open side. They had 7, and they still stopped him.
Moon's drive began back at his own 11. This is the 10th play of the drive. Eating up the clock, Jerry, and this is what the Patriots cannot afford. Third down. Incomplete to Ismail. Maurice Hurst on the cover. Let's see if we've got this one.
Both officials waved this off at the same time. Good camera work.
Oh, my goodness. That's gorgeous. We don't have a good view of it.
Don't have a view of the catch, but the Fox cameramen are the best. To a dirt ball.
Now they get a punt. Speaking of the Vikings and the former Cowboy and former Patriot, Saxon, the punt again.
If you're on defense now, you have to play a punt safe. You have to watch it. It's not a fake. So everybody will be man-to-man on people.
Deep back Troy Brown for New England, sticking around. They've not given up. They save it? No, just missed it. Robert Griffith couldn't get his footing. And the punt of 33 yards is left in the end zone. Saxon, one of the two best in the history of football to get it inside the 20. He's ticked off. Vikings holding on to a 10-point lead. Beautiful here in New England today, and the Patriots hope now they can get something going. They've scored 10 unanswered points, and they trail by 10. Bledsoe. Wide receiver Michael Simpson. He's got a first down, a gain of 12 on the play, and we gain now James Brown from Hollywood. James?
All right, Kevin. 8-point pad, not enough of a cushion when you're playing against Miami. Dan Marino drills a bullet to Keith Jackson. He takes it over the score. Miami makes it good on a 2-point conversion, and it's all tied. Back to Kevin and Jerry.
That'll make Viking fans happy. Ben Coates swirling for the 39, and he picks up 8.
What protection. Playing Armstrong got a little bit dinged. Didn't want to stop. He's limping. He hurt his leg, but he's not going to stop. They want to keep him in this 2-minute mode.
A second and 2.
Oh, the left tackle can't move.
Flag. Looking for Timpson, incomplete pass.
Armstrong, the left tackle, has hurt something. Knee, foot, he laid on the ground, he got up. Right now, he can't pass protect. He's limping around. He needs help. He's won. He won't come out.
Number 51, defense. 5-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
Carlos Jenkins, and that is a very important penalty for the New England Patriots.
Look at Carlos. He's ready. This is a war to him. He's got 10 minutes of war.
Right on it. Put it right on.
Look at Jerry. He's telling him, put it right on the mark. Put the ball down.
Patriots are hanging around, aren't
Hanging
they?
around. This left tackle is hurting, though. He's been through 4 owners. Now he's got hurt his knee.
Incomplete. John Randall.
Sack. He may have called that a sack because they had him under control there.
Randall was inside the face mask of Bledsoe.
Watch the left tackle. He's hurting. His knee is sore. And look where he's got his hand. He's got his hand right in the face of Barker.
Oof.
Second and 10.
John Randall can flat out play.
All they think about are sacks.
Sacks. Don't care about that. Sacks. Oh, offsides.
Second down and 10. Screen pass caught by Leroy Thompson, foiled by Roy Barker.
They missed that when Randall left early. He got out of school early. Didn't wait for the bell. Had to jump on him. Third down.
Bledsoe again. 3rd and 7. Leroy Thompson. He's got to get to the 40. He gets to the 42. Brian Davis saved it for the Vikings.
4th down. 4th down. Jack Del Rio out there scattering them. 4th and about 2. Jack Del Rio got hurt. He got off the field. They put Ed McDaniel in. McDaniel can run also. Somebody called a timeout. I believe New England. Minnesota called it because of Jack Del Rio.
Vikings have taken a timeout. Bledsoe coming up with a crucial play. 4th and 2. He wants to stay in the game. He's got to convert this. We'll be back in a moment. Jack Del Rio back in the game as the middle linebacker for the Minnesota Vikings, who are now going to face a 4th and 2 by Drew Bledsoe and the New England Patriots.
Everybody shifted personnel. Got 2 tight ends, 2 backs. They're out of the 2-minute set. This is a run formation.
Huge play. Bledsoe moved, and the flags are all over the field. 4 of them have been tossed. I think it's on Bledsoe.
And they'll have to switch their people again. If they're going to go, they got to go back to their 2-minute people. Have to switch personnel.
Ball start, number 61, offense. No snap, 5-yard penalty, 4th down.
Left guard Bob Cratch.
The veteran should. Now they're switching all their personnel. There he is. He rocked back.
Patriots are going to punt, Jerry.
Oh, no.
Well, that'll stop you. Honest to goodness, that's tough for a guy like Parcells.
Yeah, that kills you.
Because that was a big play right there.
That was it. 4th down, make it. Bledsoe feeling good about himself again. Everybody got a good feeling, got our sync going back.
O'Neal, the rookie, to punt. And Palmer let this sail over his head. It takes a great Patriot bounce to the 8. Bledsoe will get one more chance, but now he must rely on his defense. The Patriot defense must stop the Vikings. And Warren Moon has got to get a long drive if he wants to come out of Foxboro with the win. Patriots had it 4th and 2, deep in Viking territory. A penalty made it 4th and 5, and this is the response on the sideline from the head coach. It wasn't the quarterback's fault.
Well, I don't think he had the guard jump offside intentionally.
The guard jumped offside. Bob Cratch, the veteran, who was with Parcells in New York. Warren Moon. Look at the time. Tight end Adrian Cooper to the 13. Gain of about 3, 4 on the play. Chris Slade stops it. 5 receptions today for tight end Cooper. Known more as a blocker than a tight end receiving the ball.
Again, a nice trade.
Yes.
Went to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Got a guy for not paying a lot of money, not a lot of draft picks for him.
2nd down, about 6. Again to his tight end. This time, Andrew Jordan, the rookie. He had to get to the 19. He gets to about the 17-yard line. Vincent Brown, the hit.
This is the stop man-to-man. All the receivers are right there close together, right to the bottom, and they all branch out, and they're still coming after them. They brought Ricky Reynolds after the quarterback that time. But they all got in a little covey and branched out and go different directions. In case you're playing man-to-man, you can break free.
Big play for the defense. 3rd down and 2. Moon has got to get a 1st down. Run down that clock. Moon caught. Cooper, 1st down. And what a catch it is to the 34-yard line.
Big play in this ball game. Threw a high ball, and he went up and got it. There was nobody else open. They had to connect on that or give it right back to the Patriots. Nice job.
That's as big a pass completion as Moon has had today.
And he hit the big man.
Threw it 57 times last week, 37 times today. And he's got it 1st down and 10. A 10-point lead and 7:20 left. Terry Allen. All down like a bale of hay by Vincent Brown.
Vincent Brown, Tim Goad in on the tackle.
Nice play by Tim Goad. Again, having those thumbs where he wants it. 12 o'clock. Sticks his hands on the center. Sticks his thumbs up inside. Throws the man off. Look at him. All football.
Allen has 71 yards today. Coming up next, except in Boston, Dallas Cowboys against the San Francisco 49ers. Vikings have an interest in that game, and I'll tell you why. 2nd down and 8. Caught by Ismail. What a catch! Padre Ismail. Tackled by Guyton. 1st down. Gain of 15.
They sent more people after the quarterback. They came after him. Sent 5 people. Watch the linebacker blitz. Inside, and it's crowded. They stuck it in there.
Boy, in a drive that Moon had to be on the money, he has been right on the money. Like last week against the Saints.
To the same guy, Padre Ismail.
And again, Terry Allen. his way for a couple yards. The reason why that Dallas-San Francisco game means so much is because the top two teams in the conference get byes. Minnesota has never had a bye, but they have been first-round playoff losers the last 3 years. They think with Moon it could be different. And if they get that bye, Jerry, it could be a big deal. So if Dallas would beat San Francisco and Minnesota wins today, let me throw one more in there. If Philadelphia would beat Cleveland, the Vikings would be in that second slot through 10 weeks. Second down 8. And he's got Ismail, but he dropped the ball. I make it David Palmer. David Palmer.
Second and 9. They shift again. Remember, they're a 3-4 team. They'll shift the whole lineup to build a 46 and then blitz. It is man-to-man when you do that, but they got to do anything they can do to get the ball back. Now, they got 5 minutes and 20 seconds and 3 timeouts. If there's a run and no first down, you get a timeout right now if you're New England. Stop this clock from running if you can stop them from making a first down.
Third down and 8 for Warren Moon.
They built it again. Oh.
Nice defense on the play.
The clock. You can show that they're shifting to a 46, and actually the tight end was holding. Adrian Cooper had a hold because they brought six people after the quarterback that time.
Hurst the coverage on Chris Carter.
Watch him shift. Watch the backer. There's the end move down. The backer moves over. The DB runs up through that gap, and here comes the man off the side with 87 holding onto his shirt, pulling his jersey.
5 sacks, it'll punt. Troy Brown from the 11. Wow, what a tackle. 2-yard return, tackled by Ashley Shepard. Bledsoe has time, 5:05 and a couple timeouts, but his Patriots down by a touchdown and a field goal. Patriots have it. Vikings lead by a 20-10 count over the New England Patriots. And on the field today, two guys that met some 13, 14 years ago back in Washington, Drew Bledsoe and Moon. Now the top quarterbacks in the National Football League. But back then, in a camp run by Drew's dad, Moon was there as a speaker and a lecturer. Bledsoe had his picture taken with him. First down and 10. On the 12-yard line. Bledsoe, Leroy Thompson. Gain of 4. Jack Del Rio makes the stop.
The Vikings are going to give up the underneath. They're going to play the zone and let them work the whole clock. They're going to give that back. They're going to give anybody underneath short the catch.
Second down and 4. Ben Coates had to get to the 23, and he got the first down. Clock at 4.5 and ticking down. They have got to get in the end zone.
It took too long to put that ball down for those officials. They got to get it in quicker than that.
Nice move up by Bledsoe. Wide open is Leroy Thompson. He has a first down to the 38.
Great pressure by John Randall. He's the one guy that keeps coming. I don't believe he can get tired. They have a drill, a bag drill, where they just keep working like this, trying to exhaust the defensive line. There's the blitz.
Bledsoe. Low. Complete to Ray Crittenden. Coverage by Brian Davis, number 34. Patriots with it, 3 timeouts, and 4 minutes left in the game. And Bledsoe has second down and 10. Good time.
Great protection.
First down. Vincent Brisby. He stops the clock at the 48-yard line of the Minnesota Vikings.
I don't think he's totally well yet. Brisby's missed 2 games and 3 quarters, and I'm watching. He's not as fast as he was prior to that injury. He doesn't look as quick as he was prior to getting hurt.
First down for New England. Bledsoe to Thompson. A line of about 5.
What a hit on the quarterback after the throw.
Stay tuned for our Miller Lite player of the game. And so many to look at. Warren Moon has got to be close to the top of the list. What he's done today for the Vikings. Second down and 5. Frisbee cut in. Pass went outside, incomplete.
I think that's an effect of the hit Randall got on the quarterback on the last play. Really, really leveled him. And I think that's where you get up and you don't throw the ball as good the next time. One thing about Henry Thomas and Randall, they may not get the sacks, but you'll know they're there.
On third down and 5, Bledsoe, tight end, first down, John Burke. Moving the ball again to the Viking 35, gain of 8 on the play.
Underneath is open, that's why they keep dunking it. And the time they did dog or blitz, he threw it downfield into man-to-man.
Bledsoe's not thrown an interception today.
Oh, what pressure.
He's got to get to the 25, and the receiver, Ray Crittenden, works his way to about the 26.
John Randall was untouched, did a slam down in the inside A-gap and hit the quarterback before he threw the football.
Second down and 1. He's got it. What a catch by Michael Timpson. First and goal to go, Patriots. Pick up a 22.
What a show the quarterback. This young kid, never lose your own confidence. You're too good. Randall's chasing it. There's the two guys. He's after it. Touchdown.
Leroy Thompson.
With the 2-minute situation, we couldn't come back and show you all those plays by Randall and Henry Thomas and the receivers and the quarterback. But everybody's making good football plays here, but with no huddle, we can't bring them back to you. What a ball game.
Matt Barr's extra point brings the Patriots to within 3. Vikings were favored by 3 today. The defense at time victimized by the arm of Drew Bledsoe. 2:27 left. 17 unanswered points by New England. We've got a 3-point ball game. Leroy Thompson, his first touchdown as a New England Patriot. And what a move downfield by quarterback Drew Bledsoe against that defense.
Against these two tackles. We can't bring back replays when they're not huddling. But these two guys, I promise you, they were all over this young quarterback. They were hitting him, slamming him, and Randall had a full shot on the chest before he threw a completion. The two best tackles in football after this young kid. You want to go to the Super Bowl today, you get Warren Moon. You want to have a great football future for years to come, you go get this Drew Bledsoe. Two good football players.
Vikings have won 4 straight. The Patriots have lost 4 consecutive games. The O'Neal kickoff. Into the end zone. And Ismail will leave it there. On that drive, orchestrated by quarterback Drew Bledsoe, he was 9 of 11 through the air.
There's the tackles running a loop inside. Randall's chasing him.
Notice the hesitation, Jerry, to get the defense toward him and away from his back.
What he did is he brought everybody up like he's going to run it and lobbed it over their head.
A veteran-type move by the young student. Bledsoe. Now can the old professor, Warren Moon, keep the ball for the Vikings and pull out a win?
The Patriots had 3 timeouts and a 2-minute warning. So you got 4 chances to stop the clock.
On first down and 10, Warren Moon hits his tight end, Andrew Jordan. Timeout.
Stop it. You got to stop it. There it is.
Gain of 6, maybe 5 on the play, just outside the 25. And 2 timeouts remaining for the New England Patriots.
They were in a zone. They were in a zone. I think what you got to do, it doesn't matter where you're drowning, does it? The Atlantic or the Pacific, you got to lock it up, play it man. You got to make somebody make a great play with somebody hanging all over.
After this game, the Dallas Cowboys will take on the San Francisco 49ers. All of you except in the Boston area will see this game. And a great one it'll be. This game is presented by authority of the NFL and is intended for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast or other use of the telecast without the express written consent of the New England Patriots and the NFL is prohibited. Final instructions for Vincent Brown from Coach Bill Parcells, who desperately would need a win to make the last month a memory.
Probably not going to take a timeout. With 2:13 left, it let them run the play and let the clock stop it, and then you got your 2 timeouts left. Probably going to live within this play. Could go the other way. Probably going to live within this. Probably what he was telling them.
A win for the Vikings, at least a 2-game lead in the Central. A win for New England. Their playoff hopes alive, and they stop a 4-game skid. 2nd down and 4. And Terry Allen does not get the first down. 2 yards shy. Maurice Hurst the first hit.
Go back to the start of the ball game. 2 tight ends on the line. Wide outs each side. Balanced set. They're going to force them to play cover 2 to run the ball. But the right corner came running on in there. Maurice Hurst, even though they're playing zone, he knew he had to take a chance. He ran on in there and made the hit.
Jerry, does a Super Bowl caliber team, as you say the Vikings are, get this many close calls?
I think so. I think, you know, the way the National Football League, a win's a win. Don't worry. You know, you can't get voted #1 in the country like college. It don't matter if you win by 40. Just win. One good thing, look at this kid here. This kid here is the future. They got the coach, they got the owner, they got the fans, and they got this kid with his arm. You talk about a big down right here. Third and about 1.5 yards, huh, Kevin?
Probably thinking right now, Jerry Bledsoe is, but Warren Moon is thinking, what's my next move? When I get the ball, what am I going to do?
Stop him here and let it run down to 2 minutes. Oh, boy.
The Vikings have a 3rd down and 2. They began converting 6 of their first 9 third down.
Time for, look at this crowd. The crowd is standing. The crowd is standing as one.
But the Vikings have only converted 2 of their last 7.
They shifted in blitz. Shifted in blitz.
First down.
Pull it out. Pull it out.
Brought by Cadre Ismail. Maurice Hurst knocked it away. It was Ismail who caught the touchdown pass to beat New Orleans last week. 2 drop passes by Quadre today.
He pulled that out, though, Kevin. That wasn't a real drop. He reached in there, Maurice Hurst, and ripped it out of there.
The veteran Maurice Hurst with the knockaway. The Patriots will get it back with 2 minutes left. New England Patriots have scored 17 unanswered points. They're going to get the ball with just under 2 minutes remaining. Vikings have got a punt, or so they are lined up to do that. Mike Saxon and deep back Troy Brown. And New England's going to get good field position at their 38-yard line. A 33-yard punt. And now all eyes are on young 22-year-old Drew Bledsoe.
He's trying to get the crowd to be quiet. Now, if you're with the Vikings, everybody at home, let's sit up in the chair, pay attention. The goal line is the 33-yard line. They cannot cross, otherwise you're going overtime. You got a chance to get it tied up here with a field goal, so you can't play goal line. You got to play 33-yard line is the end of the field.
First down and 10 for Bledsoe. Here comes Jenkins. Incomplete pass, and 51, Carlos Jenkins. What do you call him?
That is Rambo in the headgear. That's Rambo coming. He'll come off the blitz. He always has led the Vikings in sacks as a linebacker, and there he is.
Bledsoe has thrown 54 times today, and he has not been sacked. Close, but no sacks. 2nd down.
The blitz is on.
Wow, Ed McDaniel cracked him.
And that's what's changed this Viking team. They wouldn't have done this in that first game we saw with the Packers. They got confidence now. They came with 2 backers to the tight end side. They're all coming. Here he comes. Wow, what a hit. Ed McDaniel, 5'11". They said he was too short to play college football. Good thing he never listened to anybody.
Now it is 3rd down and 10. Chicago has beaten Miami today. The Vikings have got to come out of here with the win.
Let's again.
Almost intercepted. Ed McDaniel came up. Robert Harris almost had the pick. It is 4th and 10, and the game is coming up.
The Vikings are rearing up on their hind legs. This is the game. Not one snap of zone. Not one. Watch Ed McDaniel, 58, 51, Carlos Jenkins. Here they all come.
Bledsoe looks woozy to me, Jerry.
Well, I tell you what, he's played a heck of a ball game. But you got to love the Vikings. They're saying, we're not zone. We're going to drown. Here we go. Let's get after it right now. They'll probably blitz on this 4th down.
He's got it for the first time.
Played all zone. Played all zone. Let him stick it in there.
Vincent Frisbee, pickup of 24, clock at 1:29. What a pass by Bledsoe.
Timeout. Timeout. Now remember, we said the goal line's the 33. They're at the 37 already. Although I think the Vikings kicker had an ugly kick earlier. Maybe we better put the goal line at the 20 way he's kicking. Big pass, all zone. The oh man, Jack Del Rio almost got that.
The Patriots today are facing their 3rd NFC Central team. They've already beaten Green Bay. They've already beaten Detroit.
What they need to do is get out of the AFC East and get in that Central. They'd be, what, 2nd place?
And all eyes are on Matt Barr.
Jeez, he had one ugly kick, too, Kevin.
8 of the last 9 Patriot games have been decided by 7 points or less. As Bledsoe works on that passing arm. He took a whack from Ed McDaniel, and he's still feeling the effects.
Come here.
They blitzed him 3 times, the Vikings. Got all over him. They had no chance. Got to a 4th and 10. Got off and played 2 deep zone. And the good young quarterback stuck it right in there. And here we are sitting 3 yards away from field goal range. Maybe 4 yards.
Bledsoe, who has a career high today with 35 completions in 57 attempts.
Said he was frustrated. Said he was pressing. Said they sort of were out of sync. They didn't feel good about each other. Well, they ought to feel good about each other now. Watch old 93. This is his type of time.
First down and 10. It's caught. Shy of the first down. Vincent Frisbee, gain of 9. Clock and 1:17 and ticking. If you're thinking ahead for a field goal possibility, the wind will be at the back of Barr. First down catch to the 21.
No timeouts left, Kevin.
Vincent Frisbee, the catch. Clock is down to 59 seconds. 57, 56. He got him again. Michael Timpson down to the 11. Gain of 10 on the play. Is it a first down? They have not moved the chains. No first down. Again, Michael Timpson. Again, a first down.
34 seconds, Kevin.
Down to the 5-yard line. And he stops the clock. 26 seconds left.
They got this stadium rocking. They got everybody here standing up. All zone there, Kevin. And when they squashed him, they went after him. They went after him on those 3 downs, and we haven't gone after him since.
Patriots have lost 4 consecutive games. The Vikings have won 4 consecutive games.
Nobody out here on the wideout. We got a wideout with no DB on him. Look at him waving his arm.
Timeout taken.
Crittenden was out here by himself.
And
wow, that was a touchdown.
timeout on Minnesota's part. They've got 1 remaining, and the Patriots, as we've said, are out of timeouts. The last time these 2 teams met was in 1991, and it went to overtime, and the Vikings lost. Minnesota has never won in Foxboro. Today's game was produced by Jeff Gowan, directed by Andy Kendall. Studio show produced by Scott Ackerson, directed by Bob Levy. The executive directors of Fox Sports are Ed Gordon and David Hill. Our associate director, Rich Russo. Broadcast associate, Bo Garrett. Statisticians, Pat McGrath and Barry Strumpf. And our spotter today, Jimmy Stamos. 26 seconds remaining. The Vikings led 20-0.
20-0, and it looked bad. Nothing was going right. I think they couldn't do anything they wanted to do. But Bledsoe was throwing the ball. The Patriots were dropping the ball. And we said, you got to catch on and let the quarterback feel good. I'm not so sure New England shouldn't run 2-minute offense for the rest of the year.
Second down and goal. From the 5. Simpson is 83. Through the hands of Ray Crittenden, incomplete. It'll be third down. And he had him.
They're switching personnel. Threw it a little bit behind him, got his wrist on the ball. New England has just changed the personnel in the game. They're in there with 2 backs and 1 tight end.
Third down and goal. Drew Bledsoe. Dropped at the 1 by fullback Kevin Turner. Fourth down, and they got to try to tie. And here comes Matt Barr.
This is close enough, Kevin. He's got to make this.
He has kicked another game-winning field goal this year against the Green Bay Packers 4 games ago. Diassi the snap, Solak the hold. And we are tied at 20 apiece. Matt Barr. But the real story, Drew Bledsoe and the offense of New England.
Great job of protecting the quarterback, being down 20-0, not feeling good about yourself. 4 losses in a row. You got to feel good about them now.
2 straight weeks for the Vikings down to the wire. Last week they came out of Minneapolis with the win. And now Warren Moon, 14 seconds left. After the kickoff, less than that. 64 attempts by Bledsoe.
370 yards.
Last 2 games, Jerry, he has been under 200 yards each game.
The only time he got in real trouble is when the Vikings decided to blitz for those 3 downs. And blitzed him and got all over him. And then on the 4th and 10, sent the 4-man with the 2 deep zone, and bam, they're back in the game. I was surprised the Vikings stayed zone then all the way to the field goal.
Look at those numbers from Warren Moon.
349 yards. He will not be rattled. We go overtime, he will not care. He'll go in there and he'll be the general. But I got to believe both quarterbacks are playing like that today. If I was New England, even in the overtime, I wouldn't huddle up. I think the non-huddles would bother the Vikings.
David Palmer. 25. Tackled by Marty Moore, 58.
Marty's covering those kicks and also playing full time.
Palmer is down, Jerry, and I mean, he really took a licking on that play. Well, that's not Palmer. Is that Ismail?
You could hear the hit. Somebody hit good. Could hear the hit all the way up here at the top. It was full speed contact, no fair dodging.
Andre Ismail is down.
The information booths will be open.
When you hear him hit like that, it's hard for everybody to get up. Whoa! Did you hear that, Kevin? Hello!
During or after the game, violators will be subject to arrest and prosecution. We thank you for your cooperation.
That scared me, the public service. What did he say about arrest and prosecution? The announcer said something about arrest and prosecution. That's not us.
During the Patriots regular season home game.
Coming up next, the doubleheader. Dallas Cowboy, San Francisco game on this Fox NFL Sunday. Vikings led 20-0. Oh, and Ismail, those eyes.
Wow.
Stadium parking lots will
Still trying to get...
He's not sure where he's at.
Well, the good news is he's up. The bad news is he thinks he's back in Eden Prairie, which is a suburb of Minneapolis.
I love the Big Ten rule. Big Ten has a great rule that if you leave a game with a head injury, you cannot come back. And that's a great safety rule that I think everybody, all colleges, all pros, are looking to that rule. Don't put a guy back in once he's had a head injury.
Moon is going to go to an knee and run out the clock and hope they get the flip of the coin going into the overtime. Probably safe, but we've got overtime in Foxboro. And again, repeating that in 1991, when these two teams met, there was an overtime game there, and the Patriots came up on top. So Minnesota has never won here, and Drew Bledsoe leading his team back from a 20-3 deficit at halftime, and down at one time, 20-0. Brought him back with 20 unanswered points. Yeah, you're right. No huddle has really been fun.
And we said at the end, the field goal on the last play before the half makes everybody feel a little bit good, feel better. And they got in there at halftime, and you got to credit the New England coaching staff.
Who's going to call it? That's the head. That's the tail. Call it in the air. Call it. He didn't call it. We're going to do it again. He never called it. No. We're going to do it over. Call it in the air. Heads is the call. It's tails. You want the ball. You win the call. You want the ball.
Look at Jerry staring at him. Jerry's mad at Vincent.
We are in overtime in Foxboro, the Patriots and the Minnesota Vikings. Vikings led 20-0. Patriots have come back to tie. We're in overtime. A field goal by Matt Barr tied it for the Patriots. The Vikings have lost the flip, and so New England will begin it. There are the overtime rules, 15 minutes in length. First team to score wins. If neither team scores, it ends as a tie in regular season play.
We were saying before the coin toss, Kevin, that I think the New England coaches did a good job at halftime and said no more huddle. Only way we can get back is never huddle.
Chicago has beaten Miami today, 17-14, and so with that, Chicago a game back as we sit right now of Minnesota. Leroy Thompson. And Bledsoe will start it at his own 33 with the 1st and 10. Tackle made by Malik Boyd. So again, the Chicago Bears have won today. Green Bay is playing the Jets in Milwaukee. As we sit right now, Chicago is a game back of Minnesota.
1st and 10, New England.
And in terms of where the Patriots sit, a loss today would probably wipe them out of the playoff picture. A win, they are back in it, tied with the Colts, and stopping a 4-game losing streak. 1st and 10. What a catch. Hauled down by Ray Crittenden.
Still no huddle. Still no huddle, Kevin. Still coming in.
15-yard pickup on the play.
Patriots 48.
Bledsoe again. Leroy Thompson. And out of bounds. Tackled by Malik Boyd. And he stopped that clock with 14:25 remaining in OT. Boyd starting today in place of the injured Anthony Parker.
Gain of 4 yards on the play. 2nd down and 6 for the Vikings. 48.
2nd down and 6. Gain of 7, head over heels to the 45, and brought down by Brian Davis.
Brian Davis on the tackle.
Had a fake blitz and he audibleized, and it was not the blitz that he thought he had.
We're down in 2. Here comes the blitz at Bledsoe. Caught by Ben Coates to the 37 of Minnesota. Jerry, what is the range of Matt Barr?
Ordinarily, I'd say 30-yard line, but he had such a bad kick on the one. I think probably with him, we got to get in New England's got to get in there a little bit closer.
It's down in 10. Leroy Thompson. He's got a first down to the 25 of the Minnesota Vikings.
I'd say he's there right now.
Bledsoe has just set an NFL record with 69 pass attempts today. An NFL record by the second-year quarterback out of Washington State.
Now they're huddling up. They're going to come back in a 2-back offense and run it now. I think they feel they're in field goal range. They're going to come back and run the football.
Bledsoe today, 412 yards. First and 10. Marion Butts. He picks up 8 yards. Boyd and Thomas bring him down. When is the right time to bring him in?
I think if you can keep on running and never bring them in, that's what you do. I think they'll just keep on running it now. If they can run it in, they will. The Vikings have to steal the football. Have to steal the ball.
Drew Bledsoe, who brought his team back from 20-0 down, is our Miller Lite player of the game. NFL record 69 attempts. Marion Butts. And he carves out a couple to the 15 and close to a first down.
I don't believe we'll see a pass unless it goes to the end zone.
Bledsoe with 44 completions, an NFL record. We are tied at 20. Overtime. Coin toss won by the Patriots. It is 3rd and 1. He got the first down. Bledsoe. Well, they wanted the quick release. They wanted the speeded up offense. They did that in the second half. It began at the end of the first half to get in field goal range. Maybe indeed it has tired out the Minnesota Vikings. 8th play of the Patriot drive. Bledsoe. Turn. Touchdown. New England wins. Viking winning streak will stop at 4 straight games, and the Patriots break a 4-game losing streak, led by a record-setting performance of Drew Bledsoe. He finishes 45 of 70, 426 yards, 6 of 6 on the last drive. The game-winning catch by Kevin Turner. So now for Jerry Glanville, Kevin Harlan saying so long. 26-20 the final. You've been watching Fox Sports coverage of the National Football League.